Yes, hello, happy Wednesday, of course it is. Welcome back to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. Hope you've had a wonderful day. What an amazing day it's been. I've been with you, fortunately, through every show today. I'm delighted to be here for you now. I'm back with you for every show tomorrow. Yes, it is my absolute pleasure. We've got Creative Cravings. What a day, what a show to wrap up our Wednesday here on Crafters TV. Loads of you excited about this. Some amazing deals for you in this show. Now, this is very exciting. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu, and you can see what's coming up for you in this show. You'll see the option to shop the show, get ahead of the game, and you can see everything that we've got coming up for you today in this brilliant show. And we want you to get involved in the show as well. If you've got any questions or any comments, you can get involved. It's there across the bottom of your screen. Just comment below. The wonderful Grace is on the socials, so just say hello to Grace. She's always up for a chat, so just say hello. The real trick is getting to shut up. It really is. Loads of you saying hello today. Laquita Gibson saying hello from Kentucky. Hadassah, good afternoon from a sunny Kentucky. Irana saying hello, George, Lily and the CTV team. Yes, George and Georgina are here. It's George Cubed. Leanne's next door, by the way, doing Academy of Colour. If you're watching that, hello if you're over there. But I've just given the game away of who's joining me today. Yes, we are joined by the wonderful Lily. Good evening, Lily.
Good evening. Hello, everybody. Lovely to have your company. I'm dead excited to be here today. We've got a right good show lined up, so it's exciting.
It is very exciting indeed. So, Lily, what have we got coming up for this show today?
Oh, we've got some absolutely amazing ranges coming up, and I've got to say we've got a back in stock collection.
Yes.
We've not seen it in its entirety for a little while. We've actually got exactly the same offer as when it launched, which is absolutely fabulous. And I'm of course talking about our left fold alphabets, and I know you guys absolutely loved these when we launched them. For the very first time. These are such impressive dies. So they cut into your cardstock, but they give you that lifting up element. So you get that extra added little bit of interest onto all your alphabets. But don't forget, you can of course be doing your numbers and your ages as well. It's not just the letters, we do get the numbers. It's fabulous, isn't it? I mean, you wouldn't find anything like that in the shops, and it can be any age at all. It could be 53, it could be 61. Absolutely perfect for personalising all your makes. But don't forget all your different shape cards, and with that left fold element we can actually just pop those letters out just like so. So that's our fabulous left fold alphabets that we're going to be taking a look at today. Those are back in stock, as we say, but it doesn't just stop there. We've got so much more crafty fun planned for you. What about our everyday hanging ornaments? Oh my goodness, if you want impressive makes, if you want something a little bit different to your standard cards, if you want a little bit of 3D construction in your crafty world, then these are going to be fabulous. But of course, you don't just have to be making your 3D elements, as we're going to be go and get my teeth in. As we're going to be seeing in today's show, you can be doing your sort of I say ordinary cards. What's ordinary about this?
Nothing,
let's be honest.
all.
It's fabulous, but you can be doing your card making as well with these fabulous dies, and more flat standard sort of card shapes as well, but not quite. If we open it up, we've got the pop-up element inside as well. So much versatility with this collection. And finally, as if I haven't whetted your crafty appetite quite enough already, should we keep going? We're going to have a look at another amazing range, and this is our background rotation stamps. So an incredible price we've got on these today, and I know you guys are shopping these already, so you're going to have to be quick. 75% off I'm hearing in my ear. Good grief, absolutely crazy. But look at the sort of effects you can get just with one stamp by rotating it. Doing your concept twisted easel cards. What about doing your really big cards, mixing and matching? Wow, look how impressive that is.
Yeah, really good.
All your different inks, all your different stamping techniques, but so easy to create with these background rotation stamps that we're going to be taking a look at in today's show. So that's just a little sneaky peek of some of the fabulous goodies we've got coming up. But make sure you join us for the whole 3 hours, because we've got so much inspiration, so many bargains as well to share with you.
Absolutely loads of you getting excited for this incredible show. Beth Valone, hello Lily and George. Margaret Crook, good evening George and Lily, lovely to see you. Brenda saying hi from Kentucky, the Sunshine State, at least today it is. Dawn from Utah, Sandy from northeast Pennsylvania, I want to say. Barbara Ravatsky, hello everyone from Indiana, and Beth Valone is in upstate New York. Loads of you, and the wonderful Julie in Oregon. Loads of you getting involved in the show. Remember, if you've got any questions or anything you want answering, this is the place to do it. We're here to help. There is no such thing as a daft question. So let's get kicking off, like we said, with these brilliant left fold excuse me, left fold alphabet, got a bit of flapjack in my throat. The wonderful alphabet collection, which I've not seen before because obviously, like Lily said, it's just come back in stock and it's a great price at 20% off. Now, if you're looking at it and going, what do we mean by left fold? Well, I don't know how more simpler to make it for you. It is, of course, the left fold alphabet, designed with the hinge on the left. Left, making sure you get the left fold. So you get you make your letters. I don't know how more simpler I can make it for you. It's only they gave it a title which explained exactly what it did on the tin. The hinge down the side, and you don't have to do anything because it's all done with the die, so you can cut it straight into your cardstock, allowing you that wonderful left hinge there. You've got the full alphabet, A to Z. Or A to Z. You've also got the selection of numbers as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 0, plus as well the and symbol, ampersand, there it is for you, that ampersand, I can never say it, getting that as well, plus a great collection within the stamps and dies as well. Starting off first of all with this, the Joyful Birthday stamp and die set. I mean, when you look at a stamp and die set and you see the versatility you get in there with the stamps, and there's no fussy cutting needed here. You can use your dies to cut them straight out. The bunting, how many uses is that going to be? Sometimes when you invest your money into a die set, you look at it and go, how much use am I going to get out of that? Well, this is going to give you that. You've got the first, the third, the second, you've got the cupcakes, the balloons. There's so many usable elements of the stamp and die set, and that's also within this, the Heartfelt Wishes stamp and die set, with the butterflies, with the leaves, and you've also got those wonderful sentiments which have been cut and stamped straight on this great banner. Using your 3D cloud gel, you're able to give that a bit of depth and dimension within your cards, all possible with this collection. £59, $70, a great collection, your Club Inspired discount as well, and remember, you can get that extra 20% off today at that wonderful price. I mean, when it comes to a great set, Lily, this is just a perfect place to start, isn't it?
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, something we love doing when we're crafting is creating really, really personalised makes for those people that are really special to us. Having a handmade card's great, but when it's really, really personalised, it's even more special. And this set is going to allow you to do that. You're going to be able to put names, sayings, ages, all sorts on all your cards. But of course, not just cards as well. It could be perhaps scrapbook pages, home decor. So many options with this collection. I must say, I'm so excited. We've got it back in stock. It's brilliant. So anyway, right, let's get crafting.
Go on.
So we're going to mix and match the left fold alphabet, but we're also going to bring in some of the liftables that we've got in today's show. But let's start with our left fold alphabet. So I'm not actually going to start with the alphabet at all. I'm actually going to start with the numbers.
Okay.
So within the collection, we have our number dies as well as our alphabet. So even more options to make a truly, truly bespoke and personalised creation.
Yeah.
So if we get our dies out and we just have a little look at them, you'll see you get all your numbers included, and you also get the and, which is super, super useful for all your mates. Perhaps you're doing like Mrs. and Mrs. cards, Mr. and Mr., Mr. and Mrs. Lots of options with that extra symbol that we've got included. If we look at the dice themselves, what we'll see is on the left hand side, so we've got the number 5 here. You can see we've got a cutting blade all around there that's slightly deeper, and as we look on that left hand side, you can see it's slightly shallower. That's because all it is a score line on that side. If that was a complete cut line, then it would just cut as a number 5 out, and it'd just be a standard number die. It wouldn't be a left fold, but because this is slightly shallower, it's going to give us that lovely left fold element on our makes. So all we're going to do is going to start by cutting some of these out. So I've taken some papers. This is from our Spring Fever paper pad that we've got on today's show, actually.
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm thinking perfect for this time of year. We're starting to sort of think about the spring a little bit more. Such pretty colours in this one. I'm loving this blue.
Really are.
Yeah.
The sun was out yesterday.
It was.
That was beautiful.
It was cold, but the sun was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Which was nice. So we've just cut a strip of this piece of paper, and we're going to cut, I've gone for number 50, thinking a 50th birthday, it could be a 50th anniversary, it could be anything at all. I've gone for the number 50, and we're going to line our dies up. Now it's slightly different with the 0, obviously with it being symmetrical.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that we do have our fold on the left side, and like I said earlier, it's really easy to see which side is that fold inside, because you've got that shallower, not cut line, it's more of a score line. So make sure that's on your left, I'm going to place that cut inside down onto my piece of cardstock. Well, it's more like paper. I think it's about 180 GSM.
Yep.
But that's just by the by.
It is. Let me do you want to check for you?
Oh, George is going to check. Am I right? Am I right? I'm going.
160.
Oh.
10 GSM out, Lily.
A 20. I said 180.
Did you? I think you said 150.
No, I said 180.
Well.
Even worse.
Rubbish. Get out. I'm joking. I'm joking. We love Lily. Everyone loves you too as well. Everyone's just saying how nice it is to see you again. And Beth's saying Lily's voice is so soothing.
Oh.
It really is.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice. So we've laid out the 50 onto the right hand side, and like I said earlier, I'm going to be bringing in the liftables. Now we've got a collection of these on the show today, and they just work perfectly with your left fold. So you've got like that lifting up element. So I've gone for the Dancing Dragonflies, taken one of the dies, and I'm just going to pop it on the left hand side, just a little bit of balance. We've got the detail on the right, we're going to bring in some detail down onto the left, and I'm taping my dies down with a little bit of low tack tape, just because as they go through our Gemini machine, we don't want them moving about. We've taken the time to line them up exactly where we want them. We don't want when we be passing through the machine them to move about, because they can cross over and we don't want that.
Absolutely. Hadassah said, Lily is such a joy to watch and learn from, and George is so funny. Hadassah, stop it. I'm not funny. I'm not making these comments up. Grace wouldn't just do these. Grace is a professional at her job, aren't you, Grace?
He's secretly writing them all himself.
I wouldn't do that. Right, Grace, can you just please confirm that you are getting these comments legitimate, please? Please just put like a message so I can show the people of the world that you are legitimately getting these comments. That I'm not just feeding my own ego. She's putting laughing faces. That doesn't help, Grace. That doesn't help me in this situation. I look like a fool right now.
Never.
Oh, she puts, I confirm, you see. Okay. Thank you, Grace.
Brilliant. Right, so we've got these cut into here just like so, and all you need to do is you literally just need to fold them back, as the name suggests. Left fold, the score line's already in, and you get that lovely folding design onto that. How easy was that? And it's
so easy.
I know, but it's so effective, isn't it? It's just that point of difference. Now, this is sort of our waste, we'd usually throw this away, but I actually tend to save this, and I'll bring this in to the card a little bit later. But in order to make this stand out even more, what we're going to do is we're going to cut these again, and we're going to do a little bit of snipping into them. So I've taken a piece of, this is fresh white Centura Pearl, and I'm just going to cut the 50 again. I'm not bothering about where they're cutting and the cardstock. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a couple of snip lines into these two die cuts, and we're going to release them from the cardstock. So not only have we got that cutting in left fold element, we can also use them as sort of standard numbers as well. So a bit of a 2-for-1, which is always absolutely fabulous, always exactly what we want. So run these through. This time I'm not needing this little piece of waste, so I'm going to save that. I'm not going to save it even, I'm going to bin it. And then I'm just going to take a pair of scissors, and I'm literally going to, you can see where the score line is, and I'm literally just going to trim in, and I'm going to complete that cut line. So all I'm doing is I'm just following that score line to complete the cut, and that will free this from the cardstock really, really easily like so. And exactly the same on the 5, because that score line's already there, it gives me sort of a template as to where I need to cut. I'm not guessing where I need to complete the line. The clues are already there, and I'm just following that score line, and that releases the 50 from there just like so.
It's perfect as well, because you think of these dies that one-trick pony, but actually with a bit of fussy cutting, and let's be honest, when we say fussy cutting, it's not we've done some fussy cutting, that ain't a fussy cut, a couple of straight lines, and you've now got another set of letters and numbers in this die collection, another font for you to use every single day.
Absolutely. How easy was that?
Really easy.
So we're taking another one that I have already cut. I used a slightly different dragonfly on this one, because within the set you do get lots of different dragonfly dies, so we've gone for a slightly different one on this one. And all we're doing is we're taking the numbers that we've just cut in our white, and we're just going to add a little bit of tacky glue to the back. And all we're going to do, a little bit like paper piecing, I suppose, really, really easily, we're just going to line up the numbers over the top of the ones that are cut into our pattern cardstock, and all this is going to do is it's just going to bring out those numbers a little bit more. It's going to make them stand out, stand a little bit more proud, but we still are going to get that left fold element onto there, which is absolutely fabulous. It's what we want. We want to sort of show off that design.
Absolutely.
So then I'm going to stick this down onto a slightly larger piece of the same white Centura pearl, and it is my tape. Oh, tape runners out. Let's grab another one.
I'm sorry guys, they're still out of stock at the moment. We are working hard to get them back in for you. So please, we'll let you know. The moment they are back in stock, we will let you know as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, they'll be going in my basket, that's for sure. I know it's one of those essentials that we miss, but you could be sticking this on with like your foam pads for a little bit of lift. The only thing to remember is make sure you don't put any adhesive on the actual numbers, because otherwise then they won't be folding out. You could of course do that and not have your left fold effect. You could just have them stuck flat, and again that will give you another option. But for this particular card, we want to just pop our numbers up like so.
Yep.
Just like that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back of these bits here, so that that piece is nice and flat, and then it's just the number itself that's actually popping out, and that's going to give us a really nice effect onto our card, just like so. And
lovely.
Really, really easy to create that first part of our card.
Yep.
Don't forget this little piece that we saved earlier. I just like to add this back in. I think it makes the zero stand out a little bit more. So all we're going to do, so if we just close that, slide that so we know it's in position like so, then open that back up, and then just make sure that's stuck down nicely. Really, really easy to create. Now, for me, that's just that finishing touch. It just makes it stand out that little bit more, and then we can bring the wings up. We're losing that dragonfly a little bit against that pattern background, so all I've done is I've done exactly the same technique as I've done with the letters. I've cut it again in my white, snow white, no it's not, it's fresh white, Centura Pearl fresh white, so many different white cardstocks. Reason being, I know it's the fresh white, is it's one of the double-sided ones, but any Centura Pearl will give you a lovely effect. It's just for that little bit of contrast. I could have gone in with some normal white stamping card, but just for that little bit of pearly finish onto there, the Centura Pearl does work really, really nicely.
That's why she's called Snow White.
She's named after Centura Pearl.
Her skin is pale and she's known as snow. Her skin's as pale as snow. Wow, I've learned something new.
Wow.
Fascinates me. It is like a, oh. Anne's gone, George, you're very funny and doing a great job. Thanks. She went, I love watching Lily, she's very talented.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, what do you want from me? What do you want? You've been very nice to me tonight. Do you want... I can't give you any more discounts, all right? They're the best they can ever be on this one, these prices today. I mean, wait till you see the rotating stamps.
Oh.
There's 75% saving. Buy one, you get 3 free on the rotating stamps. If you want to get ahead of the game, head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk, click Shop the Show, and you can browse the entire range that we've got for you into this evening's show. And I promise you, there are some absolute bargains to be had. And Lily's going to be joining me again tomorrow night for Carlo.
Talking of bargains.
James, touch wood. Right, can't say anything now until I say the secret word. That's going to be happening tomorrow. Get yourself there, ready for that.
Oh, we've got so many good shows this week, I'm not going to lie.
We
are
indeed.
Treating you. Launches, bargains galore, this, that and the other. Oh, it's good weeks. I mean, it's always a good week here, but yeah, always good. So we've done a similar technique with the letters, and I've just stuck that down. I just need to grab my poke tool. I don't think there's any glue under there. We just need to poke that back up, otherwise it's not a left fold, it's more of a non-fold alphabet, which is not what we want.
No.
So just fold that back up and reinforce that score line that's already been put in by our die. No scoreboards needed for this at all. Like I say, the scoring lines are already on the dies. So we've done exactly the same technique but with the alphabet as we did with the numbers. So we've literally just cut them into a piece of that same 160 GSM paper, as we have learnt, I got wrong.
Cherry, what have I done wrong to you? She went, yes, Lily has a very calming voice. That's probably why George sounds so funny when he's with her.
Ooh.
Best of both worlds for us. I sound so funny. What's wrong with my dulcet northern tones?
Well, we're both from practically the same place.
We don't live that far from each other as well. I have lovely dulcet tones. I'm joking.
There's no wrong with a bit of Yorkshire.
There's no wrong with a bit of Yorkshire, Lily. You're right there.
Absolutely not.
Marsha Nelson saying, looks so pretty. It really does. I love this, Lily. This layering effect here is going to look incredible.
But it's so easy to create. So we've done exactly the same with the letters. We've cut them once into our lovely pattern paper using that left fold element, and then we've cut them again into our Centura pearl and just snipped them out. Then we're layering that back over the top using my tacky glue. You could be using your double-sided, but I think it's probably a little bit quicker with your glues. If it does stick. I feel I might be getting a blocked nozzle, which is never good. Never good. Blame it on the studio lights.
There's an ointment for that, I think.
I hope there is. I think I need to get some.
Lynn Harvey's joining us. Hi, George, the CTV team, the social superstars, Lovely Grace, and everyone, which is George and Georgina. Tracy's running around, smiling as always. She's wherever she is. I can see her peeking through the glass every now and then.
Just having a little look, seeing we're all right.
I know, she's bless her. It's like an aquarium sometimes through the windows here. Like a fish.
Oh dear. So that is our two sort of main elements done. We're going to start building up the card now. So I thought, let's go for an easel card. You know what I'm like. I absolutely love a concept card. I've gone for an easel card. It's about 5.5 by 6.5 inches.
Yeah.
So all you do is you create your normal card, and then on your left hand side, just score it again in half. So it's like a quarter, and a half, if that makes sense. But
yeah.
So that's that, and then we cut another piece that's exactly the same, that's going to go on the top, just like so. And I've used that exact same Centura Pearl Fresh White. I have to say, this has got to be one of my favourite cardstocks. With it being double-sided, it's absolutely fabulous for creating boxes, for creating your card bases, like we are here, for your die cutting, for your matting and layering. It's just fabulous. So we're adding that onto there, and that's the start of our card base, like so.
Yep.
Then we're going to bring in a few mats and layers. So from that exact same paper pad, it's that lovely Spring Fever paper pad that we do have on today's show.
Yep.
Comes with the solids as well. So you get both the pattern and the solids, which is fabulous because you've got lots of different options for your matting and layering there as well. So adding that to the bottom, and with it being an easel card, we like to sort of reflect the base with that top element as well, just to get that continuity and that flow through the card, so it doesn't look like two separate disjointed cards, so it all works together beautifully. So we're using that exact same, it's almost like a basket weave sort of pattern to the paper. So we're using the same paper on the top as we have done on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our top element. So I'm thinking we're going to have the mum design onto the top, like so. To make that stand really proud, I'm going to bring in some of my foam pads just to really give this a little bit of lift onto the top part of the card and make it stand proud as it's sort of our focal element. So just a few foam pads on the back. You know me, I love a foam pad. I love a bit of dimension on my cards. It's what makes them look really special. And that's the fab thing about these left fold alphabets, is that they give your cards dimension, but at the same time they also fold flat for posting. So although that's really super dimensional at the moment, it's got lots of interest, it literally just folds down flat and it will go in a standard envelope, which is brilliant because you don't have to worry about posting them. Because I know sometimes we get really carried away and we do the most fabulous 3D creations, and then it's sort of like, oh, I've got to create an envelope box or a box for them to go in. And the postage does sort of skyrocket up a little bit, which is fine for your special cards, but these look like such special cards, but they do fold down flat, which is brilliant. Now bringing in the piece that we did at the very start, and this is going to be our stopper for our card. And when we're doing easel cards, some people like easels that are really stood up quite far back. Some people prefer them that are sort of more further forward. It's totally up to you how you want to create your easel cards. There's no right or wrong at all. Whatever you're sort of fancying, it's still going to look absolutely fabulous, especially when you've got lovely dimensional elements like this alphabet onto your cards. You're going to get a brilliant effect. So we're adding some foam tape or foam pads on the bottom. Make sure for your stopper you do use a dimensional adhesive like your foam pads, just because we need it to stop that top part of the card from sort of falling forward. If it wasn't for the stopper, it would just sort of flop down, which would not be ideal. And then in order, sorry George.
That's all right.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say, Sharon said, glad I saw this because I didn't know how to use them. Well, this is the perfect time to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, they're so easy. When I first saw them, I thought, okay, so what's all the fuss about?
Yeah.
And then I cut it and I thought, that's what's all the fuss is about.
Yeah,
they are
course.
brilliant. But they're so easy. It's literally just, there's no sort of trickery or sorcery or anything like that. You literally just cut them. It gives you the cut part and it gives you the score line, so then you get that left fold element. But like we've shown here, you don't always have to use the left fold. You can snip them out and then you can paper piece them back on, or of course you could be using these letters and numbers separate as well, even with a pin stuck to it, for other projects. But really easily using your left fold alphabets and numbers, bringing in your fabulous liftable dragonfly, but any of your liftable elements works so well with your left folds. Bringing in some of your papers you've got in the show, so quick and easy to make that, but how impressive does that look?
It really does, and a great price as well. Margaret's gone, George, you look really handsome. I'm not making these up, I promise. George, you look really handsome in that mustard colour shirt. Are you going to spill the beans and tell us what the new launch is, please? No. Anne Lee says, oh, you have to join me tomorrow. You have to join me tomorrow at 2 p.m, 9 a.m, 6 a.m.
Amazing.
It's so good.
Oh, honestly.
Leanne's going to be here tomorrow for it.
Yep.
Anne saying, hello everyone, hope you're all well today. Irana saying, beautiful card, Lily. It really is. All made possible by these, the liftable left fold alphabet collection. 93 elements. You've got the different letters of the alphabet. You've got the A to Z. You've got the numbers. You've got the wonderful elements, including the bunting, the cupcake, and you get that 20% saving off as well. £59, $70. You're also going to get your Club Inspired discount on top of that. £47.20, it's $56. Hero tool. We need a hero tool. The 8x8 stamping platform. Now, we go on about this machine. This piece of kit is an essential item for any crafter. You're getting the magnetic stamping platform and the base, plus the magnets to help you ensure that your card is secured. If you've never seen it before, this is useful, so crucial to have, and on a great price. Not only, if that wasn't good enough for you at the price, we're going to chuck in 60 sheets of white stamping card, 300 GSM in that bundle. £24.99, $29.99, and that incredible Club Inspire price as well, £19.99, $23.99 for a piece of equipment which I promise you are going to use time and time again. You'll see Lily use hers throughout the day. How incredible it really is, and I would hate for you to miss out on something at that incredible price today. We've been talking a lot about the Spring Fever collection. Sherry's gone, really liking the coordinated papers and colours, the blues and the whites. All made possible with these wonderful collections of cards. So we'll start off with the Spring Fever. In this bundle, you are getting 2 paper pads. You're getting the 8x8 wonderful patterned card stock there at 160 GSM, and you're also getting the cardstock pad with that wonderful Spring Fever solids. Let's take a closer little flick at the 8x8 paper, single-sided, but again, you've seen some of those beautiful colours. Some of those beautiful colours that you've seen Lily using on her card with those left fold dies. It's perfect for this time of year. The hexagons, great for the dots there, the stripes. There's going to be something there for every single occasion, and it's got a little bit of vibrancy in it as well. Alongside, oh, it's falling out of me. Hello. Yours will stay with all the sheets. It's gone forever. See you later, mate. You've also as well got the coordinated cardstock solids as well. That wonderful 240 GSM, which is perfect for when you're making your cards, maybe making your card bases, whatever you're using them for. You can see strong, vibrant and secure cardstock. At £14.93, $18.13, saving of 35%. Now we've also as well got the pick and mix, which I absolutely adore. Again, with that paper pad at 160 GSM, then as well with the solid colours as well in the brights for you there. The solid pick and mix, 240 GSM, 160 GSM on your paper pad for you. Again, beautiful paper pads that you one of the favourites. I mean, there's just so much within this. It is oopsie daisy, oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Right, start again, George. This is a skill. They should do degrees in paper flicking. This is here for you with all the little splodgers. There's so many different colours within this. The rainbows, the greens, again, with all the pinks and there for you as well. I mean, you can see the vibrancy, plus as well, this wonderful pick and mix solid cardstock as well. Some great colours. Every colour of the rainbow is included in there for you with the blues, greens, yellows. You know the colours of the rainbow. I don't have to tell you those. And again, you're also getting these purples as well. Really nicely bright purples, pinks there as well for you. Brilliant price at £14.93, $18.13 on 35%. Limited stock on this one, guys. Limited stock on the pick and mix. So if you are wanting to get the limited stock today, do not mess about, because you can see it there. It's green on the screen. Soon won't be seen. Platinum price £11.94, $14.50. Right, the hanging ornament collection. Again, a favourite of every crafter, used many times. If you've not seen the hanging ornaments, you are in for a treat. If you want to make a card with that wonderful fun element, there's nothing stopping you as well, like Lily shown you earlier, using the elements, the hanging elements, shall I say, as pop-out elements, as using them just as a flat on your card. You've got so many options. Let me start and I'll show you what I mean. They're based upon that Christmas collection, the Christmas hanging ornaments, which you absolutely adore and love. They've got the Decadent butterfly. So as you can see, you've got that wonderful circle with that wonderful detailed filigree edge around the bottom. That is your hanging ornament mechanism. So you'll see shortly with Lily cutting a few of those out what that creates for you. You've also in there got the dive, the butterfly, we love a butterfly, and that bow die as well. All those elements there create this wonderful bow just here, give that bit of 3D-ness to your card. That's a great little card stock there. You've also as well got the Decadent Heart collection as well. The opposite heart, should I say, as well. Again, you see that same mechanism, using it there for you. You can start hanging your ornaments within inside it and using those a couple of times. Within those, each of those individual sets, you're going to get the hearts, you're going to get the stars. And what we've done is what I call like the booster packs. You know, if you're getting, the accessories. If you're collecting cards or football cards, these are the accessories. So you don't get them any more mechanisms, but what you have the option to do is to use pick and choose what hanging element you like to put in here. You've got the time to celebrate elements with here, the cupcake, the present, the stars, the sweets, the balloons, and also getting the string with the candles, so you can hang the present and the cupcake should you wish from your ornament. Alternatively, you've got the dreams of summer, the cocktail glass, the umbrella, the daisy, the parts of it there, the leaf, and the wonderful ice and slice. You can hang those from your wonderful hanging elements. It all depends and the choice is up to you. The question is, which way will you go? You may want to hang your love heart within that circular frame. You can see there the different packs that you've got. And there's nothing just saying using those dies of the elements by themselves. They are really a crucial and a really useful piece of kit. And a great price as well. £38.95, $49.95, and your Club Inspired discount on top of that as well. Right then, let's see these cards in action, because I promise you, you think it's complicated, but Lee, these really aren't a difficult card to make, are they?
Not at all. They're actually so simple to put together. And it was another of those I looked at and I thought, wow, they're impressive. I bet they take an absolute age and lots of faffing about to put together. And I made my first one, I thought, oh, actually they're really easy and they're so fun to put together as well, but they give you such an incredible result. But like we were saying earlier, it's not just about your hanging ornaments, it's about your cards as well, it's about your home decor pieces. So there's so much you can be doing with this collection. Now, first thing I want to mention is, like George says, you do get your two sets which are like your sort of mechanisms, and then you get your booster packs if you like. So all your little bits that you can hang in the centre that you can mix and match and swap out. But something that's really important, and I must say, when I got mine home, I was really pleased that we've got this included. Within each pack, you do get an instruction little sheet. So if you are looking at them thinking, I can't exactly remember what I need to do, I can't remember how many times I need to cut it, what I need to do first, and all the rest of it, don't worry, we have got a little instruction sheet in your pack as well. But as you're going to see, they are really easy to put together. Now, I have to say the hardest thing about it is actually deciding what you're going to use first, because I have to say, I sat down with mine and I got all the packs out and I had a look at all the dies and I mixed and matched, and I saw how everything sort of fits inside the different sets and how you can mix and match them all together. And I thought, blimey, what am I going to use first? I want to use everything. But I decided I'm going to use a heart to start with. So I've taken the outer heart die And this is almost like your mechanism, if you like. It's your outer, a little bit like a snow globe, and it's such a good size. If we have a look, this black piece of cardstock is A4, so it's really over half of A4, so it's just shy of getting 2 on a sheet of A4.
Will it fit through your junior? Tim's asking me.
That is a brilliant question. So if we get some of our junior plates, let's have a look. Yeah, so it will just fit through. Can you see that? It will just fit through your junior, but it's edge to edge, so perfect if you do have a junior, but still a really, really sizable die, which is brilliant because it's going to give us a really impressive ornament when we all put it all together. So let's get one of these cut. I've taken some of our matte black cardstock, which I do believe we have on the show today, which is fabulous, but quite limited stock on this, I've got to say, which is a little bit worrying because it is an absolute essential, so grab it while we've got it. But I'm just going to cut one of these through with our matte black cardstock. So running that through our Gemini, but as we've just seen, it can be going through your Gemini Junior if that's what you've got at home. Or if you have got your full-size Gemini with your Gemini Junior plates, that's a nice another little time-saving trick you can do with that. So run that through. And don't forget this piece that cuts out in the middle, that's perfect for all your sort of hanging dies, all your centres. You can actually use that piece of cardstock and that will be a perfect size there rather than that going to waste. Make sure you always save that for another use. So I'm just going to take this out of my die. So pokey tool from the back. You can of course always give your dies a little tap, but if you do, make sure it's always your blade facing up. Then all we're going to do is we're just going to release this from the die. You can see it's cut absolutely beautifully, even though it is quite a detailed die cut. And this is fairly thick card, with it being our matte black card. You can see we've got all that lovely filigree detail onto the bottom of there. It's not just a standard sort of round snow globe shape. We've given you that lacy bottom, which gives it such a special and interesting finish onto there. So we've cut it in black cardstock, but just to enhance it even further, we're going to bring in some of our lovely gilding waxes. Now we've got the complete collection of these on today's show, and I'm going for the Empire Gold. So, it's so lovely when you look inside these, absolutely scrumptious. What we're going to do is going to take just a tiny bit of our gilding wax, and that is, to be fair, probably too much. So we're going to pop it onto our glass mat and just work a tiny bit onto our finger. Now I find it is easiest to use this straight onto your finger rather than trying to use any sort of applicator or sponge. If you really don't like the feel of it and are getting it on your fingers, you can always perhaps pop on a little pair of gloves. But I find you can wash it off your hands pretty easy afterwards, so it's nothing to worry about. And I do find you get more control just by using it on your index finger. I'm going around in circular motions, just get a nice smooth lay down of the gilding wax onto our black cardstock. We're just going around the edges. We don't want to cover it all, and we don't want it to be completely gold. We just want that little edge, that hint of gold on the edge of our heart. It's going to give us a really lovely opulent effect, and just a little added bit of interest onto our die cut. Of course, you could be using any of the colours of gilding wax that we've got in the collection today. Silver would look fab. Any of the more bronzy golds would work lovely as well.
Good shout.
You could even be mixing some of the gilding waxes. That works really nicely as well.
Jan did that last night. It looked incredible.
Oh, really. Jan does love a gilding wax.
She does.
She certainly does.
NI Connie's beyond. She went, George, no joke, but that colour suits you. Thanks. It brings out a more mature image of you.
Ooh.
Just the image, though. Right. I mean that with all my love, George. Great, brilliant, thanks. I'm joking. She goes on to say, Crafters TV is a really a lifesaver. And she went, I can sense a very funny side to Lily. Love Lily.
Oh, bless you.
Did you see that cheeky grin? You didn't see that then. She looked at me.
That was off camera.
Yeah. I saw the devil horns pop up as well.
No, never. Never.
Tim's gone, brilliant, thank you for answering your question. Always here to help, guys. If you've got any questions or anything you want to ask us this evening, please do get involved in the show. Grace is on the socials. She's poised and ready to answer any questions. We want pictures. Yeah, what of?
What do we want pictures of?
Georgina, what do you want pictures of, Georgina? Hanging ornaments. Anything like Georgina just went, I want pictures. Anything. Send me your most random picture. Yeah, or crafting. Okay. I was like, yeah, I want to see your views. I want to nosy. I'm a nosy person. Let me see inside your lives. Right, send them in. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Lily.
Okie dokie, so we're going to start popping this together. So I've already cut another 3. Now on the instructions it does advise you to do 6 to 8, but I found you can get a lovely effect with just 3. So don't worry about it being super time consuming. Even with 3 die cuts you can still get an absolutely brilliant effect. So not only does it cut the outer, it also pops in that score line down the middle. If you are using a really thick cardstock, you might want to just go back in with your scoreboard and add that score line in a little bit stronger. I don't usually need to, but you can do that if you would prefer to reinforce that score line. Perhaps if you're using a machine that's not got quite as good pressure as the Gemini, you might need to do that. But I have to say, when I've cut them on my Gemini, I've never had to go back in and add in that score line.
Yeah.
But that option is there. So we're just going to reinforce it. So we're going to fold it in half. So this score line, all it does is it just folds in half your heart like so. And we're just going to go in with the 3 that we've got. And of course, if you want a really lavish and extravagant decoration, then cut maybe 6 to 8 of these, and you can stick them all together and you can get a really full hanging decoration. But even with just the 3, we're going to get a fabulous result. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick 2 together, then we're going to do the hanging element, and then we'll come in to do the final heart.
Yep.
If the words would come, that'd be brilliant. I'm going to add a little bit of tape pen just to give me that instant grab, just so I don't have to hold it for a long time.
Yeah.
With it being a strong adhesive, it will be absolutely fine, but then your tacky glue will allow you just to get into all the tendrils, into all the details of the die cut. With it being such a beautifully intricate die, our fine tip glue applicators will work fabulously. And if you tune into Cartload tomorrow, we might have some of those in a lovely little bundle. If you're needing, I know, they're all coming out, aren't they? This is the thing when I'm here.
I said that Lily reveals secrets, she really does.
Oh yeah, I've got all the crafty secrets of all the shows coming up. Oh, there's some good stuff. But yeah, if you're needing your fine tip glue applicators, join us tomorrow night at 6. We've got a nice little deal. Little bundle of those, so you always need them. Especially for lovely detailed dies like this.
Yeah. There's nothing stopping you running this through your Xyron machine.
Yeah, or you could be using your double-sided adhesive sheets.
Yeah, absolutely.
We might be having those on Cartload as well tomorrow. We're giving all the secrets away.
Who's this we? You're giving it. I'm
roping you in.
Right, thanks mate. Thanks buddy. Cheers.
Yep, no problem at all, anytime at all. So what we're going to do for our 3rd one is we're going to stick 1 half down, but we're going to leave the other half free, and we're going to come back to that in just a moment. So a little bit of our tape runner onto there, just to give me that instant grab to start with, just so that I'm not holding it into position. You could be using your dotty tape runner if you do have any of those at home for your detailed bit around the bottom of this die cut.
Yep.
But I love my tacky glue, and as well it does give you that little bit of wiggle room, just so you can manoeuvre it into position so it's in exactly the right place. So I'm sticking 1 half down, so just glue on the one side, just like this, and then just line it up until you're happy that they are nice and level and they're back to back evenly, just like that. I think I'm happy with that. And then before we stick our last 2 together, we're going to start on doing our little hanging elements. So that actually looks quite nice as it is, but we want to bring in our lovely hanging element. So within each of these sort of, I don't want to call them standard die sets, sort of your construction die sets if you like, you do get some of the centres, some of the hanging elements included in both of those. But if you are getting the main collection, then as well you're going to get your, as George called them, expansion packs, which I quite like that name for them. I think it's quite a good name for them.
What can I say?
Oh yeah, creative genius. He's a wordsmith, that man.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we're taking this lovely present design.
Yep.
I must say I sat for, must have been about half an hour, probably not that long, but quite a little while, going through all the die sets, deciding what I was going to pop into the aperture of this, and I finally decided on the present after quite a lot of deciding. And I'm taking some of my textured cardstock. I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine, and this is going to cut out the present that we're going to hang in the centre of our heart. So it just goes to show how easily you can mix and match all the different sets together using the heart. Instead of with the heart in the inside, we're using the present instead. So it just goes to show you've got so many different options. I'm sure you could probably think of some sort of formula of how many options of mixing and matching, but that's definitely beyond my brain, especially at nearly 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. So just lots of options, we'll say. Lots and lots of options.
Perfect.
So we've cut this through, just like that. So we've got a present in our lovely blue cardstock. We just need to pop the pieces out of there.
And it matches your jumper.
Oh, it does. You would have thought I planned it, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. You know, I'm all coordinating my crafting, my clothing choices. It's all going well, isn't it? So that's that one in the darker blue, and then I've also taken some purple cardstock and a lighter blue, and I've cut 3 out like so. And we're just going to paper piece it. So I'm going to leave the pale blue as a full one. We're not going to snip into that at all. Then I'm going to take my darker blue one, the one we've just cut, and I'm going to chop off the bottom. So 2 snips there and there, we don't need that bit, and then that's going to lay over the top of there just like so. And then finally with the purple one, we're just going to snip out the ribbon, so we've got a little purple bow onto our lovely little present.
Very nice.
Really easy to do.
Yeah.
It's really easy, but I mean that could just be a topper for a card. That doesn't have to be a hanging element. I know it puts in the score line, but it's not obvious unless you fold it. So that could absolutely just be an embellishment for one of your projects. If we glue those together, and I've actually added a little bit of some of our water reactive inks just to the edges of that, just to ink it and bring out the detail a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we've done exactly the same with another one on the back. So it's sort of back to back, it's doubled just like so. So when it spins in our aperture, we get exactly the same detail on both sides. It's just that finishing touch. It's going to make it look that little bit more professional.
Lovely.
So we're going to bring this back in our hanging ornament, and don't forget we've still got that little open area that we've not stuck together just yet. We're going to open that back out, and we're going to start to suspend our hanging element from here. Now with these hanging ornaments, you can absolutely be using the fold line and sort of folding them into, as you can see here, so you've got the folding elements are sort of free. What I've done here is I've kept it flat, so it's just going to sort of turn in the aperture. So you've got lots of different options with these, just keeping it flat, but it's still going to look really dimensional when it's hung in our lovely little aperture. So I've taken a piece of gold thread. This is from the Sarah signature "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I know we've got this on the show. Just so
yes, we have got some threads as well. Yes, and ribbons.
Yeah, that's what you need for hanging them in your aperture. You could be using your invisible thread if you prefer, but just to bring out that gold detail that we've got in the gilding wax around the edge. The gold thread works really nicely. So the way I find easiest is to thread it through your embellishment first, and then glue it onto your ornament. So I lay that flat. I decide exactly how high up or low down I want it to hang. When I'm happy, I sort of hold that into position, and then I always cut my thread longer than I need to, and then I cut it down to size afterwards. Just find it easier that way. A little bit of red liner tape just to hold that into position, but we will be sticking this together, so that will give it that extra sort of stick onto there. And then just trim off these tails, so we don't want them sticking above from the edge of our hanging ornament.
Yeah.
And all that's left to do will be to stick these two together. So exactly the same technique that we did earlier with sticking all the other pieces together. The only difference being is we've got our lovely hanging element now in the centre.
Your "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" gold twine there on the bottom of your screen, measuring over 30 metres. That is a lot of twine, isn't it, for a great price of £4.99, $6.95.
I think I probably use less than 2 inches on there, so you're going to get a lot of usage out of that.
Yes, absolutely.
but it's lovely. And of course, it's not just for your Christmas makes, as we can see here. It's just a lovely gold twine that you can be using on any of your creations all year round. So fab one just to pop in your basket if you are going through for these ornaments today.
Lovely.
So a little bit of glue onto that, and the final bit is to close that together and stick this, and this will be the basic mechanism. I say mechanism, it's probably not really a mechanism, the more construction element, all closed together like so, with our lovely little hanging ornament in the centre. Then finally we're going to bring in, so you can see that looks really, really nice to start with. We're going to bring in a little bit more detail, a little bit more decoration. Just give that a moment just for that glue to grab. With it being tacky glue, you do get that little bit of wiggle room, so you do just need to give it a minute or two just to fully grab, and once it has grabbed, you'll get a really, really strong bond onto there. So we'll leave that to dry. We're going to bring in some of the other dies. So within the other sort of mechanism construction die set, you get this fabulous little bow. And if you don't know, if you've never seen these before, you might think, what on earth is that? Is that a pair of glasses?
I was wondering that when I first saw this.
And you might look at that and you think, what is that? Is it two snakes' tongues back to back? And then you look at that and you think, what's that doing there? I mean, I have to say, I looked at that and I thought,
that well-renowned image of two snakes' tongues back to back.
Yeah, I mean, it's in all the die sets and all the stamp sets.
All the kids are after these days.
Yeah, absolutely. But what these will do is, if we run these through our die cutting machine, and I've lost, no I've not, it's hiding on my map. If we run these through our die cutting machine, I'm using that lovely purple cardstock again. What this is going to do is it's going to create a bow. So with this one, just get sort of a round object. I tend to use the end of my pokey tool, but do be a little bit careful. You can use a pencil or a pen as well, and just give that a little bit of shape. And this is actually going to create a bow, so a mini little bow. It might not be obvious to start with, but it will. Have faith. So shaping those around, just to start to bring the shape onto there. And then all we're going to need to do is a tiny little bit of adhesive. So I'm going to get my red liner tape just to give me that instant grab. So onto the back, that little section in the middle, that sort of bridge if you like, a little bit of red liner tape. I hate getting the backing off of this, I have to say. Some days it'll come off easily and some days it just won't come off. But it was a very, very small amount, so there was not a lot to sort of grab hold of. And then just line one of them up like so, and then we're going to need another piece of red liner tape just to go over the back of that piece, as we've now covered up all of our adhesive.
Lynn Harvey's gone, I have the hanging ornament collection but not used them yet. Hopefully got some inspiration, and she went, I love the little bow die in the butterfly here.
So cute, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So you could be using it like that, but if we bring in this, snake's tongue back to back, add a little bit of shape onto there, then all this is going to be is these going to be our ribbon tails. So we can add the little piece that we've just popped together. Again, another piece of red liner just for that instant grab. You could be using your tacky glues if you prefer, or your tape runner, but just for a little bit of speed, so we don't have to be holding this. Add that onto there with a little bit of red liner tape, and that's our really cute little bow. But then finally this piece, we still not solved the mystery of this piece.
Yeah, what's that piece for?
Let's find out, shall we? Let's get a little bit of red liner tape onto the back, and it's good to have your really, really thin red liner tape. This is your 3mm, and you do need a really thin piece when you've got a little bit like this into the middle like so. Then all you need to do, wrap it round the back, and that is the sort of knot, if you like, of your bow, and it's just that finishing touch. How cute is that? I mean, that could be embellishing any of your projects, any of your cards, but this is going to look fabulous onto here. So I'm going to stick that onto the right hand side, again using a little bit of, I say a little bit, it really is a little bit of red liner tape. You could be using your hot glue, that will give you a really nice strong instant bond as well. But just to embellish that outer frame a little bit more, we can pop that onto there. And then finally I've taken, this is from the die set we got the present from actually. You get some of these lovely little balloon dies, and you even get this little bit, which is the string to the balloon. So we've got absolutely everything within the die set. How cute is that? So we've die cut the 3 balloon shapes that we've got. And we've also die cut 3 of the little, almost like little tendrils in coordinating colours.
Love that.
They're cute, aren't they?
Lynn has apologised to you, Lily. She went, I'm sorry, Lily. I promise I will use them soon.
Please promise me. Honestly, they are so easy to use. Once you start though, that will be it. You'll be using them all the time. But they are so easy to put together. And finally, we're going to add a little sort of little cluster of balloons. What's the word? A bunch of balloons? Is there a word?
I just think it's a bunch of balloons.
Bunch of balloons. I feel like there's a really specific word, but I'm not sure there is.
If you are a balloon specialist and you know what a herd of balloons are called.
The collective noun for some balloons.
I'm like, what's the word? You're like, collective noun. I'm like, I ain't got a clue that.
Answers on a postcard,
it
please.
Must be balloons. Sorry,
balloons.
In my northern twang, for our American viewers, balloons. Balloons. When I was working away, people used to get me to say big blue balloon, but in northern twang, it's big blue balloon. So,
yeah.
Hey, what can I say?
What can we say?
I can balloon model, you know. I can model balloons.
Well,
yeah. I don't mean like in a catalogue where I got this. Go, oh wow, balloon. I can make them into dogs and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and if I don't know how to make it, and a kid goes, oh, I want a monkey, I'll say, and I'll do them a dog. And then I'll say, that's a monkey dressed as a dog going to a fancy dress party.
Genius.
That's my get out of jail free card.
Genius. Hey, you'll have to, I wonder if we could do a masterclass or a craft along with balloon making. I'll have to put the idea forward. First thing tomorrow morning, be going on an email, craft along or a masterclass with George and his balloons. Hey, you never know. You never do know.
I think I do. I think the answer will be no on that one.
Worth a try.
Worth a try, see what happens.
But anyway, paper balloons are a lot easier to...
Absolutely, and they don't pop.
And they don't. Hey, these would look fabulous with a bit of our glossy highlights over the top. Or your clear sparkle pens actually would look really, really nice with these. And again, you could just be using them as normal embellishments on your cards. You could be perhaps popping them over an aperture on a card. That would look fabulous as well. They're not just for these hanging ornament dies.
Yeah.
They can be used in your crafting all year round for any occasion. But that is our hanging ornament finish. How sweet is that? Really, really cute. Using the heart with our lovely present, bringing in the bow, bringing in some of the presents onto there for a little bit of detail, and of course some of our fabulous gilding waxes. But as you can see, really easy and quite quick actually to pop together.
Really is, and all made possible on those hanging ornaments. Guys, you calm yourselves down. Anne said a bouquet of balloons, maybe. Mary Reno's going, I actually like a herd of balloons. a gaggle of balloons. We are looking, not at balloons, but our hanging everyday ornament collection. Remember, I forgot to mention, you get 2 pokey tools in there as well. What am I like? You've got it here. Sorry, fire me. I'm sorry, everybody. You've got it here with the opulent hearts. Again, you've so much room for fun with these. Sorry, you made me jump up my skin, Georgina. A little coffee, that's all right, a little coffee me here. Here you are, you see it there for you, the wonderful hearts with that hanging heart element, and you've also got the stars and the hearts there. You've also, as well, sorry, the butterflies, they fluttered away. You've got the decorative butterflies with the ball as well. And like I said before, you've got the boosters. So many different elements that you can use. You've got the Taste Dreams of Summer just there. And you've also got the Time to Celebrate. Perfect collection and a brilliant price. £38.95, $49.95. And as you can see here, 2 free pokey tools are coming there. Remember as well, you can get your Club Inspire Platinum price on that at £31.16, $39.96. Everyone's going, oh, a nice 2-5 us has gone, oh, Lily's here. Hello, Lily. Lily's here. Guys, a great show so far. I can't believe we've already had an hour of our creative cravings. There's another 2 hours to go. So make sure you're not going anywhere. Remember, we always talk about our Club Inspire price because it's the best value. The more you shop with us, the more rewards you get. Here's Sarah to tell you more.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Yes, hello, welcome back to Creative Cravings with me, George Akid. Happy Wednesday. It's the 2nd of March. Can you believe it already? I cannot. This year is flying by. I'll tell you what's flying by, this show as well. An hour already gone, 2 more to go with myself and the wonderful Lily. We've got some great tools for you in the show. The Hero Tool. I need a Hero Tool. Is here for you. Again, beautiful, George, in my ear, just like so. You've got it here, the 8x8 stamping platform. 60 sheets of card in this wonderful deal. This is an essential of your crafting library because you're going to be able to use this time and time again. For what Lee's about to show you with a rotating stamp, this is incredible and it's going to be the most used piece of kit in your craft room. I promise you that for now. Because of that wonderful price, we're chucking in these 60 sheets of our A4 stamping card, 300 GSM, £24.99, $29.99. I can't believe the price on this. And your Club Inspire Platinum price as well at £19.99, $23.99. If you're waiting to get this, today is the day. Please not sit, wait on this. If you are stamping, you're going to need some ink pads. You're going to need some ink pads in your life. We're going to have a look at the Water Reactive collection, a brilliant price. That great deal there at $38.99, $54.99. You're paying for 8, you're getting 2 absolutely free. Let's take a closer look at the wonderful Water Reactive inks. You've got the Plum Jam, you've got the Fuchsia, Spar Blue, Smoked Emerald, Green Topaz, Green Topaz, Ocean Blue, Baby Blue, Marie Northern, Grasshopper, Spring Meadow, and Damson Wine. They are the 2 that you're getting absolutely free. $38.99, $54.99. Remember, you also get your Club Inspired discount on top of that at £31.19, $43.99. That extra 20% off. Alternatively, if it's your first time shopping with us, you can get that price as well. Also, we've got a great deal for you on your quick dry inks. Again, £23.95, $33.36. Works out you're getting one of these ink pads absolutely free at that price. Let's take a close look at the colours perfect for this kind of effect, which Lee's going to show you very, very shortly. The rotating stamps, crushed velvet, fuchsia, green topaz, parakeet, a personal favourite, pine tree, and you're getting your straw bale absolutely free. And what a great collection that is. Guys, absolutely loads of love coming in today. That wonderful price, £23.95 for you today, $33.36. Tim Cheese was saying on, oh, I just lost it, I'll come back in a second. Tim was just saying something really lovely on YouTube, and I'll just read it out for you, because that's a lovely comment to read on a Wednesday. Just said, just want to say that since the pandemic, Crafty's TV has been a lifeline for so many, as it can be hard, so especially if you are alone. With Crafty's TV, you're never alone. It's such an amazing company. Well, Tim, it's always wonderful to have you. If you've got anything, you know, we are always here. Give us a message. We're always happy to be in your lives every single day, bringing some crafting fun and some brilliant deals, including this. This is an incredible deal. The Rotation Stamp Collection. This price is ridiculous. You're paying for one of the stamps, you're getting 3 of the stamps absolutely free. That is unheard of. This is what you're paying for. You're paying for the Happy Birthday to You and the Meadow Wreath. Now, these are rotational stamps. Lily will show you these, but one of the reasons to keep the cost down on these is because you're not paying for 4 different stamps, you're paying for 1 stamp. And the idea is you layer it up on your stamping platform, and by turning it 90 degrees, so 1 stamp, turn 90 degrees, 2 stamps, turn another 90 degrees, 3 stamps, turn another 90 degrees, 4 stamps. When you put that all together, you've got this incredible image just here using your different inks. Lily will show you how easy and simple this is to do. Plus, as well, you're getting that Happy Birthday to You sentiment stamp. Everything I'm about to show you now is absolutely free. This is incredible. Starting off with the butterfly roses. That is free within your collection. You've also got Have a Beautiful Day. That is free within this collection. You're also getting Sending Butterfly Wishes. Guess what, guys? This is free within the collection. You're paying for 1, you're getting these 3 here absolutely free. That is incredible. What an incredible price you are paying at £12.99, $14.95. If you're Club Inspire Platinum, £10.39, $11.96, £2.50 or so a die, a stamp in the UK, $2.50 in the States. That is ridiculous. So much love for it. These are brilliant, and Lily, they are an incredible versatile die, aren't they?
They are absolutely fabulous, and they are really, really easy to work with. Once you know how to use them, you'll be away. You'll be stamping left, right and centre. But as George said, the brilliant thing is, and one of the reasons why we can bring these to you at such a fabulous price, is we're basically getting the work of 4 stamps in one. So instead of paying 4 times the price for this, we're actually we're buying 1 stamp and we're getting 4 in effect. So the idea is you stamp it 4 times, rotating it each time as you go, as we're going to see in a moment, and you're going to build up this lovely wreath design. So if we look at the stamp to start with, it does look a little bit funny, and yes, yours will not be pink, yours will be perfectly clear. With these being beautiful quality photopolymer stamps, what happens is when we add the ink to our stamp, it sort of accepts the ink, so it does stay in the stamp, but it does not affect how well they stamp. They stamp absolutely beautifully. And I'm going to be working with the Butterfly Roses stamp set to start with. Now, it does give you a little bit of instruction on the back. If you just sort of forget exactly how to use these, if you forget exactly what I've said to you here today, there's always help out on YouTube. They've got lots of videos on there, but we've also got our little instructions onto the back. You've got your little pictures on there. If you are a learner that likes visuals, I know I do, that I find them a lot easier to follow than words, then that's going to be perfect for you as well. So we get our main wreath stamp, and then we also get sentiments in the collection as well. And we can actually mix and match between the 4 sets. The different sentiments will fit into that aperture, so we can get even more options by mixing and matching our sentiments. Now our hero tool. This is an absolute must-have. You've got to have this in your life. If you've been stamping with blocks, acrylic blocks over the years, then this is going to be absolutely the one for you. The hero tool today is absolutely fabulous because not only are we getting our stamping platform, we're giving you the stamping card for free as well, which is absolutely incredible. I have to say, when I got my stamping platform, I got it for full price and I was more than happy to pay that for it because quite frankly, there's barely a time that goes by when I'm crafting that I don't use it. So it's magnetic, so the base is magnetic. So all I've done to start with is I've taken a piece of that stamping card, and as the name suggests, this is absolutely the best card for stamping onto. So this is going to be the one that you want with these particular stamps. I've cut this to about 7 by 7 inches. Now this is an 8 by 8 inch magnetic stamping platform. With it being the larger size, it's brilliant because we can use our larger stamps with it. Like you can see here, our background rotation stamps are really, really good size stamps. I think they're about 5 inches, 4.1 by 5.8 inches, so they are absolutely massive. So they can create your whole card with this particular stamp set. They're absolutely massive. They're not just massive, they're massive.
Like a moose.
Just like a moose, just like that. Yeah.
Moosei, plural, are massive.
Have
you ever seen a moose?
No.
Question, what noise does a moose make?
Moo. I don't know. You don't see them in Yorkshire.
See, that's always a great question. Anyway, back to crafting.
Back to the crafting. So I can't remember where I was, but yeah, big stamp, massive stamp. But what I find easier is to cut my cardstock a little bit larger than what I need and then cut it down to size afterwards. So about 7 by 7 inches of our stamping card, and into our stamping base we've used our magnets. You don't need your low tack tape because this is magnetic, so you've not got that risk of actually ripping and tearing your card when you remove that low tack tape. We've got our magnets. I must say I've used stamping platforms in the past that are not magnetic, and I have to say they are not as good as this. With that, those magnets into there, you know that your cardstock's going to be held into position. I've put it exactly in the centre, so it's about 2 squares from each side, top and bottom, left and right, and I know that's perfectly central. That's really, really important when we are using these rotation stamps. And we want to do exactly the same onto our lid. We want to have our stamp onto our lid exactly in the centre, and that's actually really easy to do because we have this cross in the middle, and that is perfectly central to this lid of our stamping platform. So can you see we've got about 2.5 squares on each side of the end of the cross. So we've got 2.5 there, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and I know that's central. And my cardstock, like I say, is slightly larger than we need it, and then we're going to cut it down to size afterwards. Just makes it easier, and it means that we've got a place to pop our magnets, and we're not going to stamp onto our magnets by accident.
Perfect.
So that's that. What we need is technically we need 4 colours of ink, but you can do it with 1 colour of ink. You can be doing ombre techniques with like 8 colours. You can be doing it in monochrome. You can be doing it in all 1 colour. Totally up to you. But the sort of system, the idea behind it is 4 different colours of ink. So that's what we're going to go with today. Now we're going for our quick dryings. These are absolutely the best type of inks for stamping with, especially for layering stamps, because we're not going to have to wait between layers for each layer to dry. So the bundle that we've got on today's show is perfect, and you get a lovely range of colours which are going to work really, really nicely with these specific sets of stamps. So don't worry that I get a little bit on the edge of the stamp. We will be cutting our cardstock down to size anyway afterwards, but it shouldn't transfer too much onto our cardstock. Now, first key point, so we've got our cardstock in the centre, we've got our stamp in the centre. We need to take note of the Crafter's Companion logo. So for the very first impression, it's bottom right. We just need to remember that as we come to our next impression. So just stamping that down, firm, even pressure all over this stamp to transfer this ink onto our stamping card in our platform.
Perfect.
Really, really easy to do. So don't forget Crafter's Companion was on the bottom right. Now if you talk to Jan, she will say you've got to clean your stamp between every layer. If you watch Sarah, Sarah's like boom, 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 quick, quick, quick. She never cleans the stamp between layers. It's up to you. I sort of go half and half. I'll give it a little bit of a clean, but I don't worry about it too much. What you'll find is if you work with your lightest colour ink first and go to your darkest, you won't get much contamination of your ink colours. I find because I only clean it a little bit, the colours will mix slightly, and I quite like that effect. But if you want a real true colour, true to the the ink pad that you're using, give it a little clean between layers, but make sure you dry it off.
Yeah.
So I'm going in next with crushed velvet. Now, remember the whole Crafter's Companion logo? Do that. So we went at the bottom. So next we're going to turn 90 degrees to the right, so it's on the left. So we've done one on the bottom and one on the left.
Yeah.
So we just need to remember that. And some people will add a little dot of pen onto their stamp if that helps them. But if you've got this stamping platform, and quite frankly with the price we've got it on at today's show, why would you not get this stamping platform? We don't need to be doing that at all. You can see we're already starting to build up this design. So that's layer number 2, and we're already getting a really, really nice effect onto that. My little light cleaning onto there, nothing too heavy, we don't like too much cleaning, waste of time. Now we're going to go on to Pine Tree. If you'll see my stamps, you'll know what I mean. But we don't.
Lily, Dana's got a question for you, and it's
Yep.
more a personal opinion on this one. I have this set somewhere, she says. I'm trying to organise my crafts, but clearly I'm failing. How does Lily sort her stamp sets and dies? Do you have an organisation of them?
I must say it's terrible at the moment. I have several drawers of dies with my real essential dies, so like my alphabets, my nesting dies, and that sort of thing. Same with my stamps. I have all my sentiments in a big box, but a really, really good way of organising them is getting yourself some of our stamp and die folders. So we do a large one and a small one, and we do magnetic sheets to house your dies and your acrylic sheets to house your stamps. And I have to say that is sort of on my crafty to-do list to actually organise my crafty stash a little bit better. I have to say my problem is I've just got far too much stuff, so organising it is a bit of an issue. But yeah, definitely get yourself some of those folders, because you know then that you're going to be protecting all your stamps and dies, which is really, really important, because they'll last you a long, long time if you house them properly. Then you know where they are as well, and then you can label up all your folders with a little sticky label on the side, and you know exactly what collection things are from. But certain things I will keep in collections, like Sarah's signature collections, and then other dies, nesting dies, I might split them up and keep them with other ranges, just sort of what makes sense in my mind, I suppose. But yeah, get yourself some of those folders.
Everyone's going to have a different way of storage, aren't they? Really
Absolutely. It's quite a personal thing.
Yeah.
I always think. But we're going on with our 4th layer now. So for the last one we had the Crafter's Companion at the top, and now it's on the right hand side, and we've just gone in with green topaz, and that is our final layer. You can see a little bit of the ink transferred, but not worried about that, because we're going to cut our cardstock down to size. So that's not a problem at all. You can see that our Spring Meadow, we had a little bit of contamination from the pink onto there, but I have to say I really really like it. But how a bit of contamination, it sounds very scientific. But yeah, see, I do quite like not cleaning my stamp too well between layers. So Jan, I'm sorry if she's watching at home, Jan is going to be tutting her finger, wagging her finger and tutting at me and saying, clean your stamp, Lily.
Well, Tim's asked a question, what's the best way to clean a stamp?
I tend to use wipes, but make sure they're alcohol-free, just because the alcohol can damage your stamps.
Right.
But just under some warm water, a little bit of soap, alcohol-free soap, a little bit of warm water, give them a dry off, or leave them to dry naturally. But I don't clean mine too well. I'm naughty.
Well, you're very naughty. Hadassah said, this show is great. Lily has me taking notes. She's so full of top tips and knowledge. She also says, I love the rotation stamps and I love them. Plus the price is out of this world, discounted. Wow, it looks like a Volt or a cartload price. It really does. And Alison Lee's just gone, I've just ordered the stamping platform and the quick dry inks. Had to. I mean, they're perfect for this. Don't regret it on that price today.
You won't, absolutely. Honestly, if you're one of these people that have not really done a lot of stamping because it scares you and you're sort of thinking, I don't want to get it wrong, if I miss stamping, I'm going to waste cardstock and all the rest of it. If you're one of those people, this is going to be an absolute winner. It's going to be a game changer for you. It gives you that confidence to stamp. If you've not got great dexterity, this is just going to hold your hand through the process. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. I have to say, I've been stamping for quite a few years. And I'll be really, really honest, when I first saw stamp platforms, I thought, I don't need one. I've stamped for years without one, I don't need one. And then I got one, and I thought, I need one. Because if you do make a mistake, you've got that safety net. If you do not ink a bit of your stamp and you go to stamp it out and you think, I've missed a bit because I've got to ink that bit of the stamp, just go back in and re-stamp over the top. It's brilliant.
Easy as that.
Got to have one of these in your stash.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, totally different effects you can get. So this is the one we've just done. One I've done the other day when I was crafting in my messy craft room. I've used different colours of ink, and you can see what a different effect you get just by changing up your colours of ink. 4 colours once again, but totally different effect. I've just trimmed it down to size, and then I've popped a circle die in the middle to create an aperture. And we've done similar with 2 mats and layers. So what I tend to do, a top tip, when you are doing apertures like this, I don't want to see any of the purple cardstock in the middle. So what I tend to do is I'll go up a size in the die. So this circle is actually ever so slightly bigger than that one. And it just means that I don't need to perfectly line it up in the middle. It gives you that little bit of room for error, because otherwise, if you did exactly the same size, you'd have to lay them up directly over the top, and it would have to be absolutely perfect.
Gentlemen, very good, Lily.
Honestly, it saves you so much hassle. And yeah, I could line it up right eventually in the end, but my goodness me, it takes a bit of effort, it takes a bit of time. I haven't got time for that. We want to be stamping, we don't want to be lining stuff up. So yeah, same with this one.
Robbie's doing this. All right, fine.
Not got time for that. Come on, let's get stamping.
She's small, right? But she's fiery. You know, you meet someone, you go, I don't want to anger this person because I'm scared. Like the table gets flipped. Like, get this.
Oh, the Hulk comes out. Just because I have to line up a circle die, and I haven't got time for that. But exactly the same with our green. So you can see on the back, yes, they are slightly different sizes, but from the front you think, oh gosh, she's good at lining up, isn't she? She's lined that up perfectly. You can't see any of the card underneath. It's brilliant. Love it. And we've done exactly the same with our card base. Let's just see what size. It's about 6.5 inches. White card base even, not blaze. And that is just going to lie over the top like so, over our aperture. I'm just going to see which way, because it's not exactly central because of the way that the wreath is. With it being quite organic and quite rustic, it's not actually exactly in the centre of the cardstock. So that will lay over there like so. But to make it even more special, let's do a little bit of a shaker. So we've got 2 pieces of acetate, about the same size, just slightly larger than our circle aperture that we've cut into here.
Sorry, everyone's just going, wow, that is a brilliant tip. With the different circles. Loads of love for that. Loads of love for Lily as well. I mean, she's back tomorrow night for Cartload.
I am.
Sneaking and peeking all day.
Oh, so excited, so excited. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Got lots of great best ever prices. We've got, I don't know if I can say this, but most people have gone home now, so we can say it.
Say it.
We've got 4 blinking mystery bags.
No way, have we?
We've not got what? We were going to have 3, and then I thought, do you know what? Let's have 4. Why not? It's a Thursday night, it's a cartload, it's 3 hours. 4.
Sarah's just messaged me going, Lily, you should not have said that, sorry. No, I'm joking.
Sarah just burst into the studio. What abuse?
Lake now, man, you cannot do that, Leek. Apparently she's on Biker Grove, I don't know. She's...
So, back to the card.
Yeah, back to the card.
Before I let anything more slip and
exactly.
Get my wrist slapped. So we've got our acetate onto that piece, and we've got acetate onto this piece. Now, this is on the show. I had to have this on the show. This is a request of mine. We had to have it on the show. I was showing another member of the team today who doesn't actually craft. They'd never seen the chunky glitter before, and I was like, I need to show you this. And they were transfixed, and they're not even a crafter, so it's like, wow, love it. So all we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of chunky glitter.
Right.
I say a little bit.
Have you got enough there, Lily? Is that enough?
Yeah, that might be a little bit much, so just use your lid as a little scoop. Got a little bit carried away there.
Is there ever such thing as too much glitter?
The only thing is, well, no. But the only thing is when it's in a shaker, we don't want it to be too full, because then otherwise it can't shake. So there is a little bit of a balance with your shaker cards.
And you want to be able to shake?
Yeah.
So you need some shake, I see.
Absolutely. You need plenty in there so that you've got plenty of content inside, and it's not a bit of a pathetic shaker. Let's be honest, we don't like a pathetic shaker.
It's that balance, isn't it?
It's a fine balance, but yeah, we want plenty in there. We're going to bring back in our piece that we stamped onto, and we're going to add some foam around the aperture. And the important thing to remember is when you're doing your shakers is to have a continuous sort of wall of foam tape. And you do need a fairly thick foam tape just to give plenty of depth onto there. If you use like a 1 or 2 mil, you won't get as much glitter in your shaker. It will be a bit flat. So I tend to go for like a 3, or even if I'm feeling quite decadent, I might even go for a 4 mil really thick
Would
foam
your
tape.
fine one cylinder be easier on this
It
situation?
probably would, but I couldn't find mine.
Oh.
I know it's
I
fine.
just saw you there. I was like, maybe some fine on a cylinder would be good for this.
But yeah, I'm just showing the people at home that, you know,
Different options, yeah.
Different
you haven't done it,
options.
Absolutely.
what it's all about.
Forgive me, Lily, tell me to shut my face. I won't mind.
No, but absolutely. I would probably be using that if I was at home.
Mariana has asked, what's the name of this glitter, please?
It's the Chunky Glitter.
She's Chunky Glitter. It is on the show. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.uk.eu. You'll see me and Lily on the homepage. Click Shop the Show and you'll see everything there. And Thea, who I know is from the Netherlands, has gone, hoi hoi everyone, hoi
Hello.
hoi. It's funny that, because actually in Finnish, the word for like hey hey is moi moi.
Ooh,
Moi moi.
interesting.
I worked in Finland.
Wow,
Yeah. It's just, no, it's a good place.
interesting.
Different place. I was saying, who was I saying this to? Was it Becky Swan? I think it was saying to Becky Swan. It's the place where in the summer there's 23 hours of sunshine.
Wow, I think I need to live
Yeah,
there.
but in the winter it's where you get 23 hours of darkness.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I need to live there anymore.
So I was on the ships working back and forth, and I was there for like midsummer, which is the longest day of the year.
Oh,
And
lovely.
I got very merry, let me put it that way for you. And you wear the flower crowns, and you got the big cross, and there's loads of fish. Because the Scandinavians love their pickled fish.
Oh yes,
Yes,
yeah,
they
we
do.
No, not one for me. Anyway, less about fish, more about butterflies and flowers. Taking a seamless link there.
She's sassy, I said this, she's sassy.
Sassy and classy.
Innocent, but sassy.
So the sentiments, as we saw earlier, they fit perfectly into the centre of your wreaths, but you don't just have to use them in the centre. Like we have here, we've just stamped it onto an extra piece of cardstock, a few mats and layers, and let's give our shaker a little bit of a shake. Look at that.
Look at that indeed.
Look at that shaker. Ooh,
What was that noise?
ooh, that's a shaker noise. Ooh. Every time you do a shaker, we need to make that noise now, I think.
This place is haunted. Can we just get that on a soundbite, please?
Yes,
Just every now and then.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, just don't tell anybody, just record it when someone's in here by themselves.
Ooh.
What's that? A ghost in there. Woo!
It's a shaker noise. It's what we do when we make checker cards.
Obviously.
Of course. So adding our sentiment onto there, but we need a little bit of balance onto our card.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are great for creating wreaths. Yes, they're great for giving us our sentiments. But what about stamping them again and actually just snipping into them and using embellishments from our wreath stamps? So that's exactly what we're going to do with these. This even. So we're going to add go for 3. We like our odd numbers. 3 is always a nice number when we are crafting. So we've got 3 of the butterflies, and I've used exactly the same ink pad colours as I did when I was using the stamp to stamp my focal element. The only one I've not used is my green, just because I needed to choose 3 colours, because you know what it's like with your
absolutely.
rules of 3, and I didn't particularly want a green butterfly. I wasn't quite sure on it. You do get green butterflies, but
Yeah, of course.
in this instance we're going for a pink, a purple and a pretty little blue butterfly. Adding these on with foam just to give them that extra little bit of lift, especially as we've added the sentiment on with foam as well. And those are going to be our finishing touches onto here, creating a shaker card with an aperture, so you can see it goes all the way through to the centre using that fabulous chunky glitter. But how easy are those background rotation stamps? Absolutely nothing to be afraid of with those at all.
Really not. Susan Griffin's on YouTube went, hello everybody. So pleased to see Lily, especially as I received my rotation stamp set and tried it out today. Guys, this is a brilliant price, one of the best prices you'll ever see on the rotation stamp. 75% off. £12.99, $14.95. Remember, you're paying for one of the stamps and you're getting 3 the other free. Let me remind you of the wonderful designs that you are getting within the collection. We're starting off here, first of all, with the Meadow Wreath. Now remember, one stamp rotated 90 degrees 4 times allows you to create some amazing designs. Remember, that is what you are paying for. Everything I'm about to show you now is absolutely free. The wonderful Butterfly Wishes, free. You are getting there the Rustic Botanicals, guess what? Free. And the last one, the collection here, the Butterfly Roses. You are paying for one stamp and you are getting these 3 just here. Let me just show you your value for money, guys, because I mean that's what you're getting absolutely free. All of that there is what you are getting for free. You're getting those sentiments for zilch nada, and you are just paying for one little stamp over here. What a great little investment. Now, one of those things, I promise you, you may use just once or twice, but you're going to get so much value for money out of this set here. And you'll get your Club Inspire discount on top of that. That is incredible. £10.39, $11.96. A great deal, a great saving. Loads of love. I have this stamp set, says the wonderful Thea. Shirley Sock on YouTube, beautiful card, Lee. Susan, love the colours, Lee. Thank you for the inspiration. So much from that. If you're wanting to use that, I promise you, the background rotation stamp at that ridiculous price, you may as well treat yourself to this, the Hero tool, because this is going to revolutionise your life. You saw the ease in which Lilly used that rotational stamp, and that was down to this, the stamping platform, the 8x8 stamping platform. You've got it, everything there. You've got the base, you've got the top, and you've got the craft magnets. Plus, if that wasn't good enough for you, we've also got the white stamping card. I just did a comment which just made me howl. The A4 size, 60 sheets, 300 GSM. This is absolutely free. £24.99, $29.99, and your Club Inspire price as well, £19.99, $23.99. NY Connie on YouTube, love that, woo, shake a card. She's also put woo in the comments as well. You've seen these wonderful paper pads today. We're starting off with the Spring Fever. Of course, that's what I do. You're going to get in this collection 2 8x8 paper pads, one with papers at 160 GSM, your cardstock 32 sheets of that at 240 GSM, £14.93, $18.13, a great collection and a brilliant price. So many different great papers in here for you as well. I just, you know, spring has sprung, guys, and that is a great, oopsie daisy, that is a great collection for you. And you also get that brilliant cardstock as well, perfect. You're gonna, you know, if you've already got these paper pads, I promise you, you're gonna wanna add these into your basket as well. Treat yourself today. You've also got the Pick and Mix as well. Limited stock, guys. It is hanging on by a thread. Limited stock on your Pick and Mix, guys. 8x8. I want to say we're not into many pads left of this today. A great collection for you here for you with this wonderful, oopsie daisy, here with your paper pads for you as well. And you've also got that incredible cardstock as well. £14.93, $18.13 for you today. So many elements within this and a great price. Get it while you can, because I promise you it tends to happen once a pattern paper has sold out. It's very rare we get it back in. So if you're wanting to get that, now is the time. We got also as well talking about the left fold alphabet. It's back in stock. I've never seen this before, and I was thrilled when I saw it because I heard so much about it on its launch that I absolutely missed it during my time off. So I'm glad, it's so glad it is back. The wonderful left fold cardstock. I've just damaged this board. I'm so sorry, Tracy. She will kill me. The left fold cardstock, it does exactly what it says on the tin. You can see here, the dies have been designed to give you this liftability there on the D's, on the K's, on the J's. Honestly, every letter of the alphabet has that liftability element. You've got the A to Z there, the A to Z. You've also, as well, got the numbers as well within this collection, which is just brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. And you've also got the and sign as well. And if that wasn't enough for you, you've also got here this wonderful stamp and die set. Perfect to work alongside your collection of whatever you may be using. I love the banner there. You're adding those different sentiments, which all have been designed to fit on that banner. So the hard work has been done for you. Keeping these all together, stories you are going to be able to have quick and easy access to make a nice, simple card. And I say simple, the greatest of respects. I know that your cards are never simple. They are brilliant. You've also as well got the banners, the bunting. This is just a great stamp die set. This is a brilliant addition into your crafting life. The different sentiments, the balloons, the cupcakes, the banner, the bunting, I adore it. At £59, $70. 20% off, guys. You can see why it's sold out on its launch, because it's a brilliant collection. Get it while it's good, because again, once it goes, and sometimes you can see it sold out in November. We're now in March, and that's when we've got it back in stock. Remember your Club Inspire price at £47.20, $56. A great collection. So many great items for you in this show. So many more liftables as well on this show. But I mean, get on the website because they've got a great 70% off as well. Right, Lily, what are you going to make for us next, my dear?
Should we have another look at the left fold alphabet?
Go on then, my love.
I love these. Right, we're going to look more at the alphabet this time. We've focused a little bit more on the numbers on the last demo that we did with this. Let's have a look at the alphabet. But gosh, the amount of metal you're getting for your money. You're getting the full alphabet, so A all the way through to Z, with your left folds. So it's a full A4 sheet, double-sided, full of dies. So much within this die set. It is brilliant. So much to craft with. And of course, you can be making any word you like, because we've got every single letter in the alphabet, which is brilliant. We're going to go for hello for this particular one, though. Hello.
Not George.
Too many letters, too much time. Would you like a card like this? Lovely pink and yellow flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matches my eyes.
I'll do you one for tomorrow morning.
Thank you. Hold you to that.
Oh dear, I'm going to be busy.
I'm joking, my lovely.
So, hello. So, 5 letters. Pretty sure it's 5, even at this time of an evening. So in terms of spacing, this is something that I think sometimes we worry a little bit about with our alphabets, is getting all our spacing and lining up right. With it being 5 letters, it's really easy. So we start with our 2 outer ones, get them in position first. So I'm looking for the same amount top and bottom and on the left. And I'm going to take that into position with a little bit of my low tack tape. Then I'm going to go to my letter that's going to go on the very right hand side, which, if my brain serves me correctly, will be the O. But don't forget with this one, it's exactly the same, because it's symmetrical like on the first demo. Just make sure your fold is on the left hand side, otherwise it'll be different to all your other letters. Take that down, and then our centre letter is our L. So we're going to add that into the very middle, so making sure there's an equal distance on the left and right. So we're going to cut these 3, and then we'll go back in and we'll cut the other 2. So we'll cut the E and the other L on the right hand side. So just lining that up so it's nice and central. If you are a little bit concerned about lining things up, a dotty paper like this is actually going to be your best friend, because we can use those almost like a little lining up ruler guide. The lines on there, because they are sort of in a straight line, so you can use those to help you line it up. If you are struggling, then just pop a little pencil line on, fake pencil line that you can rub out afterwards, and then just line them up along the bottom. But we're going for it. We'll be all right with our spotty paper.
Absolutely. Jane Quigley on YouTube has just gone, I've got this paper, the Pick and Mix, which is on limited stock. Perfect for your masculine cards.
Absolutely.
I'm just looking at it now, I'm going, that is actually perfect for masculine cards. And when we say masculine cards, I just want to reiterate, we understand that everybody can have that paper, but when we talk about, you know, we say about men and the crafting needs, like Lee just went, do you want a pink and yellow card? I might like one, but I'd also like a colour which is a bit more neutral. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got personal tastes, and they are perfect for that.
Yeah, not everybody wants a floral card. I know I would make floral cards 24/7 if I could. I love that sort of thing. But not everybody does, so it's giving you those options, and that paper pad is absolutely cracking. I've got to say, that Let's Party one. Such a fun paper pad, it's brilliant. So we've got our HLO. You might be looking at that and thinking, did she spell that really wrong? All we're going to need to do now is go back in with our E, and if we spaced it about right, and our L onto there, run that through, and that's going to give us this design. And don't forget, it's exactly the same as we did with the 0 earlier. Save, and I've got really inky hands already, which is it's not great.
That was fake tan, aren't they?
Fake tan, fuchsia pink, oh dear. We're saving the centre of our O for a little bit later just to give us that extra bit of detail. Now we're going to bring in a matte and layer, so I'm going for this lovely pink, and this is exactly the same as like you've got with your Let's Party. This is a Spring Fever, but you get your solid cardstock as well. So we've got our pattern paper, and from exactly the same range, when you get this duo pack, you will get your solids as well, which is just brilliant because everything is going to match absolutely perfectly, which is what we want, because it just makes everything work together really, really well. It's going to give your card the best look that you can possibly get. And I know a lot of us do worry about our colour choices, what matches with what's going to clash, but by having a solid colour palette with your pattern papers as well, it just means that you're not going to have to go and searching through your craft stash for some coloured card that matches. It's all there within that collection. So taking care to make sure I didn't put any adhesive onto, I'm pretty sure I didn't, onto our letters, and just pop them back up. So your pokey tool is going to be your best friend just to release that from there. Even if there's not any adhesive onto there, they may just sort of catch ever so slightly. So you just want to reinforce that score line onto there. Of course, it's put the score line into the die cut, so it's not just cutting on the right hand side, it's scoring on the left as well. So we're not having to get out our scoreboards or anything like that. Everything is done by the die, which is what we love. It just makes our crafting life so much easier. You know what I'm like, I've not got time for that, not got time. I want to be doing the fun stuff. I don't want to be doing the boring stuff, the gluing, the sticking, the scoring. Let's just save our time for the fun stuff.
Absolutely. What is your favourite kind of like crafting?
Oh, that is such a hard question because I just love everything. Love any sort of crafting, but if I could just sit down and colour all day, I would be very, very happy. I love colouring. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of something very exciting that's happening on Sunday. Colour me happy. Be there or be square is all I can say. It's going to be a fabulous show. But yeah, I do love all my Spectrum Noir. Absolutely. But yeah, die cutting, stamping, anything crafty is always good. We can see by adding our pink paper underneath like so, it just gives us that really nice contrast and allows our letters to really, really stand out from our card base. But just to make them stand out even more, like we did with our first card with our numbers, I've die cut exactly the same dies again, but then I've just snipped into them using that same pink paper. And it's going to give us a real contrast against that yellow. Pink and yellow, you might not think they go together, but I took inspiration from the paper pad. You can see when we come to this little bit later, we've got the pink and the yellow onto there. And so I just sort of took inspiration from that, and that's the colour theme that we've gone for. Gone quite yellowy with some of my demos today, which is not really like me. I don't tend to go for yellow, but it's nice and uplifting. I think it's what we need at this time of year. Nights are starting to get a little bit shorter, getting longer days, which is lovely. That's what I like. I have to say, yesterday in my craft room, the sun was blazing through and it felt ever so warm. It was absolutely lovely. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, we'll get there.
It is nice waking up at light. And I was driving to work this morning, whatever time it was, but I was like, about
3 o'clock in the morning, whenever it was.
Yeah, like 7:45. I was like, oh my goodness, the birds are out singing, the guys are working on the roads, and they've closed off that right turn, so you've got to go a long way around. Isn't that a bit annoying? Oh, I was driving, and I didn't do it this morning. I drove through Newton Aycliffe, and I was like, you little monkeys. I said, George, when you're driving down, which way do you come from? Like from the A1? You see, I was coming from the other way, so I just went down this little country lane and I did like a left turn and came back round. It's a nightmare.
See, I walk in on a morning because I'm only 2 miles up the road, so it's only
2 miles.
It's only 2 mile walk, but it's a lot nicer now. I'm leaving home in the light. It's nice to walk in the light. Yeah, makes it a lot nicer. But back to our lovely colour scheme on this card. So we've popped up our hello onto there like so, and that's going to form the start of our card. Now we're going to bring back in our lovely liftables. Now I love a butterfly and I know you guys at home are exactly the same. So I'm bringing in my beautiful butterflies die set from the liftables, and like we were saying earlier, these just work so beautifully well with the left fold alphabet, just bringing in that sort of lifting detail. It's all going to work together absolutely beautifully. So I'm taking a piece of this card slash paper, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, it's really, really pretty. And this is again from the, Georgina's shouting in my ear that it's paper. Okay, oh dear, the card and paper, but it's absolutely stunning, this design, and we're just going to cut 2 of these butterflies into here to bring in that liftable detail to match in with our lovely left fold alphabet. So we're going to get lots of lift and dimension onto this card.
Absolutely. Guys, where is the time going? I just looked at the clock. It's 7:43 here in the UK. It is now 7:44, which means there's an hour and 16 minutes left on show, precisely, which means we've got so much more to cram in. I can't believe it. It really is flying. We've also got to do demo of the show, demo of the day. That's toward the end of the show. And it's a 3-way race today, because Andrew was here for Wake Up Call / Craft Chat and Create. Melissa, who's Melissa?
Who is Melissa? I didn't know there was a Melissa in today.
Michelle.
I'll be telling her.
Oh, don't, because I always wind Michelle up. Michelle makes me laugh. Michelle was in for your masterclass, and Lily's here now.
At least you got my name right.
Yeah. Who's that?
Who is it?
Who is that person?
Who is it? What's she doing here? Spilling all the secrets? Get her out!
And it'll be another 3-horse race tomorrow night, because tomorrow for Wake Up Call, Craft Chat and Create is the wonderful Corinne. She is gonna be here. Yes, I cannot wait to wait. It's gonna be amazing. If you don't know, our brand new craft expert, Corinne, has joined us here at Crafters TV. You may know her from other areas of the crafting world, but she's now joined the team. She's gone purple, and she's joining us here at Crafters TV. We're delighted to have her, and I love her. I was here on her first day when we introduced her, and I'll be here with her tomorrow morning from Wake Up Call, Craft Chat and Create. Craft Chat and Create. Hey, oh, I'm going to that office, aren't I? 10 a.m. in the morning here in the UK, 5 a.m. over on the East Coast, 2 a.m. Pacific time. That glitter card's back. Then, or Tigger from Winnie the Pooh apparently. Then 2 p.m. here in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Leanne joins me. I am my first time working with Leanne.
Oh,
don't say it like that. I'm nervous. Working.
Oh, Leanne is an absolute talent, honestly. If she doesn't know about craft, you don't need to know it. She is absolutely amazing. But the launch she is bringing you, oh my days.
So good. And then this lady, I can't remember her name now, is joining me tomorrow evening, 6 p.m.
Cat's mother, I believe.
Oh, it's you. You're back tomorrow.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, it's Thursday for Cartload, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And guess what? I'm back all day tomorrow. Yes, I am.
He's here all day, folks. He's here all day.
I'm on the cafe. I'm on the Red Bulls and the coffees and the teas and the...
He'll be fine. We've got some fab shows, so it's going to be...
biscuits, that's what I need.
Oh.
Tracy! Biscuits! Kirsty, on you, please. Sorry, Georgina. Please! Oh, it's Tracy. Have you heard some of the things she says to me? Kirsty D on YouTube. She says things. Pink and yellow together reminds me of drumstick lollies.
Oh.
It reminds me of Battenberg.
Oh my goodness, one of my favourite cakes. Oh, I've not had a Battenberg in years. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Yeah, should we call this a Battenberg card then? Absolutely. So we're just doing a little bit of matting and layering. We're going to pop together a Z fold card, so just something a little bit different. So I'm just layering up my panels, these same pattern papers that we've used for our liftable and left fold alphabet elements. We're using exactly the same pattern papers, so everything flows really nicely. Then if we bring in our card base, it is 7 by 7. So all we've done is we've cut it to 7 inches by 14 inches. We've scored at 3.5 and 7. So again, it's like a 1/4 and 1/2, and that gives us that element.
Yeah.
With the bottom element that we actually cut off when we cut this from a piece of A3 cardstock, this is about 3 inches, and that's going to be our Z fold part. We're going to focus on this main part of the card to start with. So our back panel that we've just matted and layered up, we're going to pop in the back of the card as our mat and layer. It's that gorgeous Battenberg paper, as it's now going to be known.
Well, everyone's now wanting cake. Rachel on the socials went, no, I now want cake. I don't have any. And Jane Quigley on YouTube, I love Battenberg.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fabulous cake. Oh,
Basically, I like all cakes. I'm not cakeist.
He doesn't discriminate.
I
Any
don't
cake.
discriminate cakes. I'll eat them though. I know, but it's been there a few days, George. It's a bit of stale cake. Christina, she's been a nightmare this week. She made carrot cake on Monday, and it was honestly, I'm a carrot cake connoisseur, and that was some of the best carrot cake I've ever had.
Oh wow!
And then she made some cupcakes with jammy dodgers on top.
Oh, I do love a jammy dodger.
Oh, she did make a chocolate school cake, didn't she?
What's a school cake?
You know, like you just get a school and a big slab.
Oh yeah. Oh, I used to love them.
Basically, a bit of sponge, bit of icing, bit of sprinkles,
bit of custard.
Bit of custard,
yeah.
lumps, and you sorted.
Yeah.
Mary Reno. This is just lovely, Lily. The colours are so pretty. They really are.
Thank you. So we're just layering up our Z-fold piece now with these lovely spotty pattern papers.
Yep.
So again, it's the same 3.5 and 7 inches are our score lines. And then we're going to bring in our hello that we cut earlier, and that's going to go onto this piece. So it's going to form like the front of our card. So a little bit of our all-purpose, and believe it or not, we do actually have that in stock, an adhesive that we do currently have on the web. So that's our front piece, and then we're going to stick together these two pieces, and that's going to form our proper card. So I'm going to go in with a bit of my tape pen just to get that instant grab. We want it to be adhered nice and well. We need it to be stuck fast, with it being our construction element, because it's like a kinetic piece. We want it to be a fancy word.
Got a flutter.
Flutter by butterfly. Oh. So we'll need a bit on that side that will stick to here, and some more tape on that side, and that will stick to the right hand side. And we're going to line that up. You can make cards where this is at the top, it can be in the middle, but in this instance we're going to have it fairly near the bottom. It'll just give you a different effect depending on the sort of card you want to create. So you do have lots of options with your Z-fold cards, but it does give you quite an impressive look. So that's like that, and then we're going to bring in, this is one of these sentiment stamps from the collection. So not only have we got the alphabet dies, you get two slightly smaller sets as well as your alphabets and your numbers. They've got your sort of accessory stamps on, so you can be adding smaller sentiments to go alongside your alphabets. You've got little embellishments as well, and they do also have dies to cut them out, which is just fabulous. So if you're not into fussy cutting, I know I am, but not everybody is, you've got the options on there as well. I've got a bow and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put everything. So always just lay things out first and decide where you're wanting things. And I think I might not have the bow. I might just pop that at the top like so. Do we have that? Oh yeah, let's go. Like that. That is it. So always play around with your card compositions before you actually stick anything down, and just until you're happy with where everything's going, and then perhaps take a little picture if it's quite a complex design, perhaps on your phone, just so you've got that reference when you come to stick it down, you know exactly where you were going with it. Ribbon onto there like so, but that is if we just pop up our letters a little bit more. And of course when this goes through the post and the recipient gets it back out the envelope, it's going to be really easy for them to pop up those liftable elements and the left fold alphabet. So bringing in the two collections onto a Z-fold card, really easy to create, lots of dimension, lots of interest, but all folds flat for posting.
Love that, Lily. Loads of love for this. Jane just said to me, George, I made a pecan and caramel tart last week.
Oh my God.
And Lynn Miles on Facebook, have you ever had homemade Battenberg? It's glorious, yummy. Filth, a lot of you. Filth. Right, guys, we like cake. Right, just send it in. Take it. I don't care if it's mouldy, I'll eat it. Right. Let's recap the left fold. So, a great collection, which you're going mad for, because you know why. It went out of stock when it was launched, and you know that when you see something good, I can't tell you how good this collection is. You've seen it there with Lily. She's made it look effortless, because it is effortless. It's the left fold alphabet collection. The dies design every letter of the alphabet, the T's, the Z's, you know, we don't leave any letter out. They've all had a bit of the left fold treatment. I've got to get a pokey tool because I've got no nails. I need Craig's nails.
You're getting pokey tools within the bundle.
She's good, isn't she? She's good, isn't she?
Seamless, absolutely seamless.
Oh, very good. You've got all the letters, and you've also got the numbers as well. And you've also got a wonderful and symbol. Plus, as well, we've got some incredible little dies and stamps to go along with that collection. As well, you've got the bunting, you've got the cupcakes, you've got the balloons, and you've also got it there with the flowers and the butterflies as well. It's £59, $70. A great collection, and so many of you loving it. If you're wanting to get it, now is the time. Guys, we have got just over an hour to go, and I can't believe where the time is going. So much to get jam-packed into this last hour here on Crafters Companion, here on Crafters TV. So I will see you back here very, very shortly. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafters Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Hey, yes, welcome back to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. 1 hour left on this wonderful Creative Cravings, brought to you on this fine Wednesday evening. Where are you in the world? We've got some great pictures to show you. Some people have been sending your pictures in. We love having those sent in for you on the show. Remember, if you ever want to send anything in, you can email us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll have a look at those wonderful pictures. There's the email for you. We'll look at those pictures now in a little bit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Here they come. So, you've been shown how organised you are. Oh. Wow, Patty. That is incredible. I'm coming closer. George is coming in closer.
Oh, Patty.
How many?
I am proud.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 storage folders. For your dies, for your stamps, and I can just see in the top of the picture all those paper trays. That is incredibly organised. Wow, that is incredible, Patty. Tim's been in touch. Look at this wonderful card using those wonderful shadow sentiment stamp dies. And you've also used the edgeables as well, using 2 wonderful mediums there. I love that. That is incredible. And another one from Tim here as well. Look at this.
Bit of Lee Holland.
Yeah,
Love it. Love the colours.
That is incredible.
Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. Love the balloons as well, using your alcohol markers there. And that wonderful stamps. Sherry baby's been in touch as well with this. Look at that. Your Gemini, you've got your desk tidy, you've got your year of craft kits there, you've got your I'm guessing you're a teacher, judging by the basket at the top. Love that, and that wonderful swatch. And Sherry's also got this here. I mean, it is beautiful in purple. All these wonderful little elements, your Geminis. You've got your craft kits there. Number 18 and number 22. Oh, love that. Sherry, listen, if you want to get some more craft kits, now is the time, because it's National Craft Kit Month. It's not National Craft Kit Month. It's National Month of Crafts. Celebrate everything craft. We've got a great deal for you on the website. 40% off all your craft kits from 37 through to 44. And the latest one, and if you're thinking, well, what's the latest one? 45 was the latest. So to get that 40% off those craft kits, that is a huge saving. So if you want to get those, head to the website. Great deals to be had on, excuse me, on your craft kits. Talking of great deals, you get a good deal. Every week we bring you a brand new get a good deal. This week is an scorcher of a deal. This is just brilliant. When we talk about our get a good deals, they're not things which are end of line. They aren't things that we're just trying to get rid of. We are giving you paper pads, which we still keep selling hundreds and hundreds of each week, and these are the same here. 3 incredible paper pads that you are getting. You're getting Positive Thoughts, there it is, sorry, back to front. Positive Thoughts, Masquerade, and you're also getting the wonderful Farmhouse collection here. These are 3 incredible paper pads, which you are paying for 2, you're getting one of them absolutely free. Now when you look inside these paper pads, you're going to see some brilliant sheets of paper, and the question is, what are you going to go for first? I mean, the Positive Thoughts one has all the different elements, and it's quite a recent one as well. You can see there with that chandelier, that blue-esque double-sided paper pads. Chandelier. You've got the swirly lace there as well, and all these elements to cut out as well, should you ever wish it. That was brilliant, George, in my head. Brilliant. You've also as well got all the different, I mean, that one there, that gold page is just, look at the shimmer and shine. You're going to have so much fun with these constellations, again with the rose thorns, the wonderful effects in here. There's so many details, and what you're going to realise is every time you look at these paper pads, whether it be the Positive Thoughts, whether it be the Masquerade Ball, you're going to find something different every single time. That gold foiling on there is absolutely stunning, changing it up completely, and as you can see, it follows on, so you can have a huge wonderful collection here. You've also as well got the Masquerade Ball. Masquerade, again, a beautiful collection. It's Mardi Gras season, the Harlequin themes. You've got that gold embossing in there. You've got the Have a Ball. Now, this is what I love about our wonderful collections. Maybe you have got everything Masquerade Ball. You've got the full collection, and you've got the stamps which correspond with this. You've got the stamps that correspond with this Harlequin print. You've got the stamps that correspond with the Shall We Dance, and you've used these paper pads. Now is the time to get a great deal on these paper pads. I know they are flying off the shelves, and Jane on YouTube says it, and it's absolutely right. The paper is stunning. The Masquerade Ball is one of my favourite paper pads, and like Georgina's saying, you get one of them for free. That is just incredible. At that brilliant price at £27.98, you're getting this one here, the Farmhouse collection from Nature's Garden, absolutely free. And there's 42 sheets of paper here. We're not giving you scrag ends, as we like to say in Yorkshire. You're not getting the scrag ends, like bits cut out of them. You're getting all of them. You're getting that full 12 by 12 inch. That's a pizza box, guys. Guys, I was trying to do it with an American accent. I'm sorry. I was trying to do it with an American accent and it came out. Anyway, the Farmhouse collection, they've got the lemon, the blues, gingham, the purples, the stripes as well, and the blues as well. If you come if you come here in this collection here, you can see the great different details and the prints as well. Mary Reno saying, I love these paper pads. Wow. The greens, I mean, you could easily cut that out there in that 6x6 and you've got 4 different card blanks. Again, beautiful collections. Again, the wonderful rabbits and the chickens, the detail in this. And this as well, you've got different colours of this as well. You just haven't got it in green. You'll see through his paper pad, you'll see the flowers, the dots, the daisies, the gingham, the checks, the flowers. Again, you've seen this before, his wonderful paper pad. Again, a great collection. I just love this. Again, with the chickens and the rabbits, perfect. It's farmhouse, you know what you're getting. It is a beast of a paper pad. The yellows, all the corresponding colours. And at this price, where you're getting one of the paper pads absolutely free, it's just incredible. £27.98. $32.90. At this price, I'd be stocking up. Sarah asked this question, does anyone else stroke their new paper pads when they arrive? Lily, yeah, in the corner, I am a paper pad stroker.
But worse still, I'm a paper pad sniffer. I confess.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
I am a paper pad sniffer.
Well,
it sounds ridiculous, it sounds really silly, but you can actually smell the quality of your papers because it's the ink. When you've got a good quality ink, you just know, you know from the smell when you've got a good quality paper pad. So yes, I am a paper pad sniffer.
Anyway, there will be a number across the bottom of your screen now, guys, if you want to join the support line for paper pad sniffing. The liftables, this is a great collection to go alongside your left fold dies. You've got the liftable collection now. I've got my pokey tool because I've got big fat fingers. You've got the beautiful butterflies, and with these dies, Lily showed you some of these earlier in her first demonstration with that dragonfly, is that actually when you put these through your die machine, through your Gemini, the die does all the hard work. You haven't got to spend time cutting the lifts out because you've got the wonderful, beautiful butterflies. Here's the dragonflies. They've got that liftable element already in for you already. Again, with the wonderful love hearts. Here, they've got liftable edges. They are beautiful. A great collection. Loads of people apparently in the comments are admitting to sniffing your paper pads. Well, I love you guys. Don't ever change. Lily's taking the first step. It gets easier. You've got your pointed petals here. And what I love about these dies and this one, guys, is that you've got that liftable within a liftable. There it is for you. Liftable within a liftable. I feel like I'm at a dentist going, and back to 30 R8. Your stars as well. The shining stars, perfect with that wonderful liftable elements. And again, there's going to be so many people love their fairies with their lovely, wonderful wings. There it is for you. Great price, 70% off. 70% off. £17.98, $25.11. Offers like that don't come around, and when they do, the products themselves don't stick around. Look at your Club Inspire price there, platinum £14.38, $20.09. Right, you wonderful sniffers, let's have a look again at this everyday hanging ornament collection. A beautiful collection which you've seen Lily already just give you a little taste of this. There's so much you can do with this wonderful die. You can see how it's supposed to look and what they are designed to do, but what you can do with these is incredible. There are 4 briefly everyday hanging ornament collections. So remember, you're getting there that wonderful circular frame. That is the main part of the die, the Decadent butterflies. That is the working element of this wonderful hanging element. There's the hanging element, shall I say. That is the hanging structure. That is what's going to make your ornament hang. This is the Decadent butterflies. You've also got the wonderful butterfly die, and you've got the bow. You've also got the opulent hearts as well. A different frame, a different mechanism. You can see it there. I don't need to tell you, know what I'm talking about. You've got the filigree, you've got that heart. That is your frame. You've also got hanging elements should you wish to use the heart. Within it, you've got it there. Again, with that wonderful outline die, with that stitched edge and that centerpiece there. Then this is where we really boost it up. You're getting different elements, celebration elements, the cupcake, the present, the balloons, the sweets, so many different elements within this. And you've also got the dreams of summer, the martini glass, the umbrella, the slice, the daisy. then you can hang those within your elements to make it personal to you. Maybe someone loves a gin and tonic. You've also seen it as well. You're getting the 2 free poke tools. It's going to be perfect for you because you can see the delicacy in the delicatness. They are a delicacy if you sniff them and eat them. You can see the delicateness of these dies, and you're going to need something to poke them out. The poke tools are a great addition, and that incredible price at £38.95, alternatively $49.95, a quarter off on that, saving 25%. Basically, you're getting one of the die sets absolutely free. Right, loads of you saying how fabulous it is to see Lily over there. So, Lily the sniffer.
Lily the paper sniffer. I'm back.
What are you going to do for us next, my dear?
Not going to be sniffing any paper.
That's always good to hear.
That's for me to do my own time. Won't do that on camera. We're going to be bringing in some of these lovely everyday hanging ornaments, but like we said earlier, they're not just about creating our 3D construction projects. So at the top of the show, we pop this together, so showing you the proper concept, if you prefer to call it that, using them as a proper hanging ornament. But what about using them to actually create shaped cards? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do now. So we're going to bring in the more circular of the two. So we've already used the opulent heart on our first demo. Now we're going to come to the decadent butterfly. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the outer die. I always think of this as almost like a snow globe, but of course you could be using this for Christmas because you can be using the outer dies. I want to call them a construction die, but it's not really construction as such. But you could be hanging anything at all in the centre. Of course, we're giving you so many options within the collection of different little motifs you can hang in there. But what about printing a photograph, printing it double-sided and having that hanging? That'd be quite sweet, wouldn't it?
And as well, you've got, remember, these came from the idea of those Christmas hanging ornaments, which you guys fell in love with. And you went, oh, we wish we had this in an everyday collection. Here it is for you guys. There's so many opportunities. And like we said before, so many shows for you to watch back on YouTube. Just type in hanging ornaments, Crafty TV, and you'll just find a list of different shows for you to watch.
Absolutely. There's so much inspiration out there. But just as I'm working with them now, I've been playing with these for ever since they came out the other month, to be fair. But even as I'm working with them now, I'm thinking of more and more ideas. I mean, the photo one would be fab. Perhaps you've got little school photos. You know, they do the little, I don't know if they still do, they did when I was at school. You can get like the little books of the tiny little photos. Those would be fab if you back to back them. Having these hanging in here would be a lovely gift for like the grandparents, or anything like that at Christmas, with the little photos in. It'd be perfect for pets. You could have pet photos hanging into the centre of here. Anything at all really. Any other dies you've already got in your collection, you can be bringing in stamped images, anything at all. So think about using them with everything else you've already got in your stash rather than just what we're bringing you within the collection. But of course, if you are new to crafting and you've not got a lot within your stash yet, that's the key part, yet. Don't worry, you build a stash quite quickly, I can assure you. But you can just be using the sets on their own in their entirety, and you've got lots and lots of options. So just a fabulous collection to be working with. So we've cut our outer frame just like so, really easy. And again, like we had with the heart, like I showed you earlier, we've got all that beautiful detail at the bottom. And I'm looking at this now, and I've not thought this up until this point, but I've just had an idea.
Go on.
What about snipping that top circle off? And that could be a gorgeous edges to your card. Or you could be snipping it perhaps in half. You could have a flourish, you could have a corner. So again, taking them outside of the whole concept of creating 3D hanging ornaments and using it just as a flourish on any of your card projects. Just another idea what you can be doing with these. But we've cut this from white stamping card, and don't forget you are getting that free with your magnetic stamping platform. But we're going to add a little bit of colour. So I'm taking some of my water reactive ink pads, which are of course on today's show, and I'm taking my plum jam and my fuchsia. And I'm going to add a little bit of colour onto here. So rather than using all your lovely coloured cardstocks, you could be cutting them from your Centura pearls, any of your black cardstock like we did earlier, your craft cardstock if you want a bit more of an organic rustic feel. You could even be cutting them in pattern papers. But in this instance, all we've done is we've cut it in our white cardstock, and then we're going to add the colour ourselves. So using some of our ink pads, you could be any colour. You could be going in your Christmassy colours, and you could be adding Christmas elements. You can be using your gilding wax like we did earlier, and we're going to bring in a little bit more of that in just a moment. But starting from white card and colouring it yourself is just going to give you even more options, so you can totally personalise these for whatever occasion, whatever recipient and you can create your own custom colours. So I'm sort of mixing the two colours of ink pads. I don't want a really smooth, even blend of colour onto there. I want sort of the different patches of colour just to give it a little bit more interest than it would just having one even smooth tone over there. We're just going to build up that colour until I feel like I've got enough colour onto that. And I think I'm happy with this. And just notice, well, the first time I saw these, I thought, right, am I going to have to colour both sides?
Yeah.
And I must say, the first one I made, I spent all the time inking up both sides. And I came to put it together, and I realised you only need to do one side because you'll stick the backs together. So that was a little bit of a waste of time. So luckily for you guys at home, I've made that mistake, so you don't have to. You only need to ink up the one colour. Yeah, so I spent twice as long as I needed to, but you know, learn from your mistakes and all the rest of it.
What is your biggest crafting faux pas you've ever made?
Oh, so many, but just, you know, little things like sticking cards together when it was meant to be a concept card, and you get a bit carried away with your glue and you end up closing it shut. I've done that many times. But yeah, all sorts of daft little things. Spilling water over backgrounds you've just done and you ruin it. I've dropped pens onto things I've coloured, so I'll be holding a pen and I'll drop it, and then you just get a big line across your stamped image. Not great, but you know, we live and learn.
Absolutely.
Don't drop your pens was the moral of that story.
I've come up with a great idea, and I think you need like a holster for your tape guns.
Oh.
So like an elastic reel. So you like tape, like and then you go, and it like coils back onto your hip.
Right.
So like, you like cowboys.
Yeah.
But like with tape guns, not real guns.
Hey, that would be quite, I'd go for one of them.
Or on a lanyard.
Yeah.
So you can be like, boom, on it, that's tape.
Tape like,
and then you can do that when it's taped, you go, shh, and then go, blow it.
Do you know what, it would actually be quite useful.
Yeah. And you can be like, you can have one hip that's got dots on, and the other one's got straight, you know.
Hey, put the idea forward.
I'm with Leanne tomorrow. She's going to have half an hour and me just pitching ideas to her.
Yeah, she'll love that. Absolutely love it. But yeah.
Jane's got on YouTube. That would look lovely flat with a sentiment in the butterfly
wow.
circle. You can, guys.
I wonder what I'm going to be doing now.
It's like your Jane. Do you know the lottery numbers? Please share the lottery numbers with us.
Let us know. So we've added our gilding wax, so it just brings out that detail even more. The inking looked fabulous, but by adding the silver gilding wax onto there, it gives it that special touch, that little bit of metallic, that little bit of shimmer and shine onto there. So all we've done is I've done that twice over. So I've cut it in my white stamping card twice, exactly the same, inked it in the same way. Don't worry about it being absolutely exactly the same, you know, of having a little bit of purple on the left there and exactly the same bit of purple on the left there. Don't worry about that. You want more of an organic feel to that. And then we've added our gilding wax, just like I've shown you with this one, but we've done it twice. Then on one of them, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. I'm just going to take my scoring tool and I'm going to line it up flat at the bottom so I know it's straight, and then I'm going to pop on a score line just from the top, maybe about an inch, nothing massively exact. We just want to get a score line onto there like so, and then we're just going to fold that back, really easy to do, just like so, and then we're going to move that out the way, and then we're going to bring back in this piece, and I've got a piece of vellum. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to the back, and I've got a piece of vellum that's ever so slightly patterned. You could be using pattern paper, you could be using acetate, you could be using plain vellum, but I've decided just to go for a little bit of subtle design. We want to keep that sort of translucency so we can see through to the other side a little bit, but we just want that extra little bit of detail. And all we're going to do is we're going to stick this to the back, and I find red liner tape's really good for vellum. It sticks it really well. And we're going to add that onto there. So I've just cut that ever so slightly smaller than that circle, so that will go onto there like so. Then we're going to bring in our other one. So this is without the score line. Now I've added again a little bit of red liner tape. I'd probably be adding a little bit more of this if I was at home, just to make sure that stuck really well. But just so I'm not stood here doing red liner tape all night long. we're just adding a few pieces on there, but that should be plenty to make sure it's stuck well. Then we've got a piece of acetate that's just slightly smaller than that circle, just like we did with the vellum for the back piece. We're adding that onto there like so. So we've got one piece with the score line and the vellum, and one piece without the score line and the acetate. Then all we're going to do is we're going to take this piece with the score line. We're going to take some red liner tape. This is this lovely thin 3mm. It just means we can get into these smaller areas like we've got onto here. And just along this top part, not on the vellum, just up to that score line, we're adding a little bit of red liner tape. And if you are worried about lining this up and you're not quite sure if you're going to get it bang on first time, just get a little bit of wet glue. So your tacky glue is going to be perfect for that. And just add it to the back of that adhesive once you've peeled off the backing. And that'll give you that bit of wiggle room. I'm going to line these up so they are directly over the top of each other. And that's why it's good to have a little bit of wet adhesive onto there, just so you've got that time to manoeuvre it around. And then I'm just going to reinforce that score line that we popped in, just like so. That should be stuck nicely now, should be grabbed. And then that will give us the start of our card base, like so. And because we used our 300 GSM white stamping card, that's going to stand. I'm not even holding that, and that is standing as a freestanding card. But let's get a little bit of embellishment onto there.
Yes, please.
Let's do it. So we talked about how we could use the sort of what we would call the hanging dies as embellishments on our cards. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So I've taken the butterfly and I've actually cut it twice. And I've cut it in slightly thinner paper. This is probably about say about 160 GSM, just to allow us to shape the wings a little bit better. And I've used exactly the same colours of ink onto there as we did for the actual outer card shape itself, and we've added some of the lovely silver gilding wax onto there just to give it that touch of opulence and getting everything matching. I'm adding two of those together just to make it a little bit fuller, to give even more dimension onto that embellishment, and that's going to be our butterfly. You could be inking both sides if you want it to be really dimensional, and you might see the underside a little bit, but I've just inked the one side. Then I've taken some of the flowers. This is from the die set where you've got your cocktail glasses in there. We've got some flowers and a fabulous little sprig as well. And I've cut some of those, again using that same thinner weight paper. I'm just going to shape those ever so slightly with my fingers. And then I'm going to glue them together. So you could be actually cutting these in other mediums, perhaps like your flower forming foams, or vellum would look absolutely fabulous cutting these in if you wanted really delicate little flowers. But again, we've cut them in that same white paper, a thinner weight paper, and we've added a little bit of ink to the edges. I've not added any of the gilding wax to the flowers, just because I've added it to the leaves instead, and I want it to be a little bit of a point of difference between the two. Yeah. But you can shape the petals really, really easily. You could be using your ball tools and your flower shaping tools and all the rest of it, but you don't have to. You can just use your fingers if you'd prefer.
Loads of people, Lily, get in touch. Sarah Kay, oh Lily, I never thought to put tacky glue onto red line tape. I do it with foam pads, but never thought it would work with red line tape. Oh,
it's a game changer, let me tell you. If you struggle with lining up, absolute game changer.
And Mary Reno going, what a wonderful design, Lily. You know what you could do, Lily? I'll tell you how, you could emboss onto that vellum.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Not just a beautiful face.
Not just a beautiful face, absolutely not.
So, did it even pay to say that?
No, I will take the check later though.
Checks? What's checks in the 2022?
I had to order a checkbook the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
So Lily has checks in the
Me, that's who.
I've never ordered a checkbook.
Have you not? I had to order one, because I was like, I don't know what to do, I've got a check, and I had to order a checkbook. It was terrible.
A checkbook? Who was asking for checks?
It was, I had one to pay in, it was from the energy company, and instead of paying it into my bank account, they sent me a check.
You need a checkbook to cash a check?
I don't know, but I had to order one.
Anyway, back to
it was a headache.
I can imagine.
It was. Crafting is a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Back to nice pretty flowers and butterflies, So we've layered up our flowers. You saw how easy that was to do. I just cut, for the larger one, I cut 3 layers to give us a really nice full effect onto that. And then for the smaller ones, I cut 2 layers. So with this being a thinner weight paper, I could actually cut a couple of layers at a time, so it just saved me a little bit of time, which is always good. And adding this to the outer of the frame using our tacky glue and just building up our sort of floral arrangement. And then we're going to bring in some of the sprigs. So I've cut these again in white, but I've not added any ink. I've just added a little bit of that silver gilding wax onto there. So you must see I'm absolutely loving the gilding wax at the moment. It's sort of the latest obsession. It's going on absolutely everything.
Indeed. Sarah Kay, she's gone, George, embossing the vellum might drop. Guys.
It looks fab. It looks absolutely fab.
I'll tell you what, I'll drop the pokey tool. Here's my pokey tool.
Careful.
Because of the rubber tip, that was the most disappointing thing ever. I bent my pokey tool. I'm sorry. Tracy, I'm sorry.
You'll have to buy some of these hanging ornaments, then you can get your pokey tools.
Oh, look at she's good at she. She's good at she.
You'll have to get these anyway because they are fabulous, as you can see, and they're not just about doing your ornaments. You can do your shaped cards like we're doing here, and you can do all your floral embellishments. So these dies are within the sets. They're not, you know, dies that I've got in my stash. They are contained within the sets, which is fabulous. And to finish off, let's bring in that butterfly, and just because this is going to be stuck partially to the acetate, we're going to use a little bit of red liner, just because it's much better than tacky glue for your acetate. You'll find that tacky glue will dry and then it'll just tend to peel off. So wet glues are not brilliant for your acetate. You do want something like a red liner.
Right.
Adding that onto there, and just as a finishing touch, I'm going to bring in a few gems to go in the centre of our flowers, just to finish off our little floral composition. But you can see how easy it was to create our own shape card using these dies. So cutting two. For the back one, we added in one little score line, a centimetre or two from the top, and then just gluing those together really, really simply to create a shape card using our Gemini Everyday Hanging Ornament dies, and it does stand, which is always a bonus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lily, everybody, very nice indeed. It's going to be a tough demo of the show, this I can see today. The Everyday Hanging Ornament collection with 34 elements and that pokey tool as well. You're getting so much for your money, a 25% saving, £38.95. $49.95, £31.16, right, we'll go for the craft stock, card stock first. All right, my lovely, we've got it here, some great deals for you on your card stock. The craft card stock 2-pack collection, perfect, 280 GSM, 50 sheets in each pack. You are paying for one, you're getting one half price, £14.98, $22.48, and your Club Inspire Platinum price available on that. A great medium to work with. You also, I just love craft cardstock. I like wrapping paper in this kind of paper. And presents, should I say, Christmas, and do what my cousin does. He gets the parcel paper and then just gets gaffer tape on it. That works. That's dry wrapped paper. Done. You've also, as well today, got the mat rack. Buy one, you get one half price. Again, a great cardstock for you today and a brilliant price on it. You're getting in 300 GSM, over 100 sheets here for your £15.21. You're paying for one, you're getting one half price. And if we're going black cardstock, we've got some white cardstock for you today, white stamping card. Wow, that's heavy. 300 GSM, 60 sheets in each pack, 120 sheets altogether, $15.21. You get the idea. You're paying for one full price. You're getting this one for half price. And red liner tape, if you like Lily. And Lily recommended it because Lily is a genius when it comes to crafting. There's a little laugh. 3 sizes of red liner tape. You've got your 3mm, you've got your 6mm, you've also got your 12mm, different thicknesses. You're getting 2 of each, 25% savings. So you can see there, that is your 12mm. That's how the thickness of it. You've also got your 6mm. Well, there's the camera. And you've also got your 3mm. 3mm? 3mm. 3mm, you see different lengths, £13.50, $27.50, 25% saving there, guys. You're getting 2 of the packs new enough for free. £10.80 in your Club Inspired, $22. Loads of love today. Let me just move this mess because I don't want to get in trouble off Tracy. Sorry, Tracy, I've dropped one of them. Right. I'm back. How you doing? Right, this great deal. I mean, this is still incredible. I still can't get over this. This background rotation stamp collection. You're paying for 3, you're getting what? Are you getting? Sorry, no. This is why I can't get it. You buy 1, you get 3 free. A 75% saving. Let that sink in. The reason we can keep it so low is because it's 1 stamp. You get this into your wonderful stamping platform, and what you've got there is 4 different impressions. So you do your first one, rotate it 90 degrees. You do the exact same, different colour, number 2. Again, 90 degrees, number 3. 90 degrees, number 4. When you put them all together, this is what you're creating here. This is it here. That is your stamp, the Rustic Botanicals. That is the one that you're paying for. The other 3 that I'm about to show you are absolutely free. You've got it here for you guys with the butterfly roses. You've got that free here with the Meadow Wreath, and you've got it free here with the Butterfly Wishes. You are paying for 1 of these stamps. The other 2 within this collection, let me go that way so you can see them. The other 2 within this collection, that is what you're getting for free, and you are paying for this one. I've never seen a price so low for this. Guys, loads of you are going crazy for these, and they aren't hard to do. Lily has shown you so many times tonight, and you love it. Right, loads of you getting things in your baskets. Loads of you saying, this is beautiful. Sherry, I really like the first demo, but I think this demo, that one we just seen there with the butterfly, is going to be my favourite. The question is, what will win demo of the show? We've got just over half an hour left on the show. I'll give you some time to check out your baskets. I'll see you back here shortly.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4-inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Yes, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Creative Cravings with me, George Akid. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Joined by the wonderful Lilly. Some great shows today, some great demos, and including that brilliant background rotation stamp that I showed you before the break. Remember, you're paying for one, getting 3 of the stamps for free at £12.99, $14.95, and your Club Inspired discount, that is just incredible. £10.39, $11.96. You'll be paying that price there in purple if it's your first time shopping with us, plus those extra 250 bonus points. We've still got a new demo of the show, but we've got time for one more demo before we start doing our votes. So, Lilly, over there in the blue jumper, what are you doing for us next?
Lilly in the blue corner. So we're going to have another look at the background rotation stamps. I'm hoping you guys are loving these as much as I am, because they're so easy to use, and on that price today, you've got to get them. You've got to get them. But I want to show you, if you did miss the first demo, I want to show you quite how easy these are to work with. So all we're doing is we're going to be working with the fabulous Meadow Wreath, and again, mine is kind of stained. It's been used a few times, shall we say. It's been well loved, but a stamp like this is always a good sign, because it's been well loved, which we like. If it's pristine and clean, it's either super new or we've not used it enough, is what I always think. So it's a good sign. So Meadow Wreath, we can see we've got our stamp. In the centre, we've got this aperture. We do have a sentiment within each set. So in each of the 4 stamp sets within the collection, you do get a sentiment in the middle too, which, like on the first demo, we showed you could use it separate. And you can, of course, be mixing and matching the different sentiments across the sets for even more variety into there. So we're using our magnetic stamp platform, of course. So this is our hero tool on the show. It's coming with some free stamping card, which is amazing. But this is just going to make our lives so easy with these background rotation stamps. Really does take the hard work out of working with these. So all I'm going to do is I've taken the lid. So this part isn't magnetic, this is a plastic lid of the stamping platform. And you can see that we've got a cross in the centre. And what we want to do is we want to take our stamp and line it up perfectly central with this cross. So you can see we've got about 2.5 squares from each point of the cross on the top, the bottom, the left and the right. So we know that this is central on the lid of our stamping platform. So our stamp is good to go. Now we come to the base, and we've got this magnetic base, and what I tend to do is I'll tend to cut my cardstock slightly larger than I need it. So this is cut to 7 inches by 7 inches, and then I'll cut it down afterwards to the size that I need. Just makes it a lot easier to work with. And this is our stamping card, of course. We're going to be stamping, so stamping card is, of course, as the name suggests, it's the one to go to. And this is actually magnetic, so you get your magnets included. You don't have to buy those separately, which is brilliant. And we're just going to pop our 4 magnets into each corner to hold that into position. And now that is not going anywhere, so no low tape needed, nothing like that. I know that is not going to move, which is exactly what we want. So we've got some of our quick dry inks on the show today, which are the perfect ones that you want to be using with stamps like these. These are our best inks within the Spectrum Noir range to be using with our stamps. They're going to give you a really crisp stamped impression, and also with them being quick dry, it means they're perfect when we're using our layering stamps like these background rotation stamps, because we don't have to wait for the layers to dry between each impression. We can stamp one layer and then we can stamp the other straight away afterwards, and we get a lovely variety of colours within that collection that we've got on today's show. So they're going to be perfect for use with these stamps. What I tend to do when I'm working with these rotation stamps is I'll tend to stamp with my lightest colour ink first, and then I'll move up and I'll end with my darkest colour. It doesn't matter, it's completely up to you, however you prefer to work it. Some people, like Jan, will clean their stamps between layers. Some people, like Sarah, won't. I'm I go middle of the road. I'll give it a little wipe over, but I won't give it a clean as such. And it'll just give you a different effect. When you get the ink colours mixing, it does give you a really nice effect actually. So we're going with the straw bale. And the thing to know is our Crafter's Companion logo. For our first impression, we're going, so it's down on the bottom right, and we're just going to stamp out our image onto here like so. So using our straw bale, nice firm even pressure all over the stamp, just using our fingertips. We're not having to press down with the heel of our hand or anything like that. Just going to stamp all over like so. And that's our straw bale onto there. A bit of a chunky glitter was falling on our stamp platform. Gets everywhere, that stuff, I tell you, but it's lovely stuff. Now we're going to go back in, we're going to give it a little wipe. Just just in case Jan's watching, we're going to give it a little wipe. And then we're going to go in with our next colour. I'm going to go for the fuchsia. Now I do love my pink, so I have to bring the pink in. It's a lovely bright colour, which is perfect for a really cheerful design like this Meadow Wreath. Inking up, and don't forget on our first impression we had Crafter's Companion at the bottom. Now we're going to turn it 90 degrees to the right. Our cardstock hasn't moved, our stamp hasn't moved in the platform, but we've moved it one turn to the side, so our Crafter's Companion logo is now on the left hand side, and we're just going to stamp out like we did with our first impression with our first colour of ink. And then that gives us our next layer, so you can see we're starting to build up the design a little bit more. It still looks slightly odd, it still looks slightly gappy.
Yeah.
So we need the 4 turns to get that full effect, but it's starting to take shape. And I'm using 4 colours of ink. You could be using just the one and building up the design with just 1 tone of ink. That'll still give you a fabulous look, but a different look. You could even be doing ombre stamping, so I could be inking up half of this impression with 1 colour and the other half with another colour, so then you have sort of 8 colours of ink. That will give you a really fabulous rainbow effect. But if you do only have 4 colours of ink, or perhaps you're going for the collection of 6 on today's show, you can still get absolutely fabulous effects like we are doing here. So I'm going in next with my green topaz, and last time we had Crafter's Companion on the left, now we're going to have it above, so turn it again by 90 degrees, lining that up, and then that's going to start to fill in the gaps even more. So firm, even pressure all over the stamp. And of course, with it being a stamping platform, if I do miss a bit, because my cardstock won't have moved, my stamp won't have moved on the lid, I can just re-ink and go back in and re-stamp. But that looks pretty good to me.
So good.
So easy to do and so quick.
And that, hang on, so just do that, that's the quick dry ink, that's how quick it is.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
that is just muck on my finger. So this is a clean finger.
Yeah.
Do it with a clean one.
It's dry.
Dry,
It's
yeah.
even quicker than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just as soon as it touches the paper, the ink will soak into the fibres of the paper and it will basically dry instantly. So there's no messing about, hanging about between layers. It's just perfect. On that note though, if you do want to use your opaque pigment ink pads, you can use those and use them with embossing powder, which will give you a fabulous effect as well. So you could stamp your layers and then add your embossing powder over the top. That will give you a really nice effect, or perhaps do three turns with your quick dry and then your final turn with a opaque pigment and then add some embossing powder to your final turn. That would look nice. So we've done the top side, now it's time for the final turn. So Crafter's Companion on the right, and this is the fab thing about this this lovely magnetic stamp platform. That logo is just giving us a helping hand. I'm not having to add any marks onto my stamp. You can add a little dot on one corner, but I don't have to because I'm literally just using my stamp platform, that logo, and I'm making sure it's moved all the way around. That's my final impression. How easy and quick was that to build up? Really, really easy to do. It gives you a fabulous effect with just 4 colours of ink. Of course, you could be using really similar tones. You could be using really, really quite different contrasting tones if you wanted a really bright and funky effect. Just have an experiment. I'm just thinking now, how fab would these look actually with our Midas metallic? So you could have a metallic effect. That would look absolutely fabulous as well. So lots and lots of different options with these stamps. So
loads of you getting these in your basket, by the way. I just can't believe it. I mean, it's just a great price. Rachel's got them. I had to get these stamps. Such a great deal. Sarah said these stamps are gorgeous. I hope you'll do more. Connie, always love watching the step-by-step of these rotating stamps. And Pam on YouTube, these stamps are some of my favourites. They are a great collection and a brilliant price today.
They are fabulous and they're so easy, as you can see, they're so easy to put together. So I've stamped another one using slightly different colours, so you can see you get a totally different effect just by changing your colours. I feel this is almost a little bit 70s with that yellow and the green. I mean, wasn't alive, but you know, well, you know, feeling a bit 70s. And we've just added our sentiment into the centre. Now I chose the pink for the sentiment as that's the colour I'm using for my matte and layers. So just to draw the eye in the centre, we've got that pink in our matte and layer, and we've got the pink in the sentiment in the centre. So it just brings the eye from the matte and layer into the centre, into the focal element. Yeah.
Psychological crafting, that.
Psychological crafting.
Listen. Lilly's there, the psychological, all the tricks of the trade.
Oh yes, drawing your eye in. Ooh, sounds all a bit spooky, doesn't it? Drawing your eye in.
Where is it with you and noises today?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, must be going a bit daft on my own sound effect machine.
It's working here. It's
What?
working the studio. It's the studio lights. Right here,
Studio
guys.
lights, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we blame everything on. So that was just some pearly cardstock from one of our 12 by 12 inch pads. And then we're actually going to create this into a box. So I've cut 2 pieces of cardstock to 8 by 8 inches. And I've scored in using my Ultimate Pro, and we do have a masterclass coming up on box making on Sunday, I must say. So if you're wondering about all your box making, join us on Sunday at 3 p.m. for that one. But I've scored at a depth of 1 inch. And then we've just cut the tabs and we've just cut the notches onto there to create our box. We're going to add on our topper that we've just created onto there, and I find it easier always to decorate the box as much as you can before you actually assemble it. It's just easier to decorate it flat rather than trying to faff around when the box is all built and you're trying to get things to glue and it's not sticking quite right. It's just easier to assemble it, stick all your bits together and then actually pop the box itself together. Then what I've done is I've taken some just little thin strips of white card. I'm going to mat and layer those onto this same pinky pearly card. So just ever so slightly larger the pink card, just to give that thin mat and layer around the edges. And I nearly stuck that really wonky, but managed to save it just in time. And we're going to add these to the sides of the box. So it's only quite a, not a very deep box. It's only 1 inch in depth, but we still want a little bit of detail onto the edges, just to bring that pink in from the lid of the box to the side of the box.
Connie on YouTube goes, what do you know about the 70s, Lily? Were you born in the 90s? Now, I don't think you were born in the 90s, were you? You were born in the 90s. Because I asked this last time, Lily's a lot younger than I thought she was, and I thought she may be born in the millennium, but you weren't born in the millennium?
Yeah, I was born in 99. So, just the 90s. 22. 22, yeah, so just in the 90s. So yeah. I don't know a lot about the 70s, but I was just thinking the colours felt a bit 70s, but yeah, just nice pretty bright colours.
What I've just heard in my head is loads of people go, I've got clothes in my wardrobe older than you.
Yeah, that classic line, isn't it? Some people have probably got like pasta at the back of their cupboards that's older than me. You know, you have that bag of rice that's been there for years and you find it and you think, why has that been there so long?
Love it.
But building our box lid up, so I've added a little bit of our tape runner just for speed. I'd probably be using my red liner tape if I was at home, just for a really strong bond. But just for it to be a little bit quicker, I've added some of our tape runner to our tabs, and that's going to form, just reinforcing our sides, that's going to form our box lid. And then our box base, all being well, as long as you scored on the correct lines on the correct side of your Ultimate Pro, which, you know, sometimes I do forget, and I forget which one's the lid and which one's the base, but as long as you follow all the instructions with your Ultimate Pro, you should find that your base is ever so slightly smaller than your lid. So all being well, and we'll find out in just a moment, they should fit over each other beautifully, because your lid should be about 1/8 of an inch larger. It's roughly what it is, just to make sure that it's going to fit over.
Matt's just gone, that's really good. Lily makes it look so easy. Wish I was that good.
Oh, no, it's the products that, you know, they just make your life so much easier. But these background rotation stamps are super easy to use, and you can create boxes and cards and all sorts. So we created a shaker card with our first demo, and it fits really nicely. A proper working box, but actually really simple to create, really simple design, not even a lot of dimension on there, but it still looks really impressive thanks to that lovely layering system of the background rotation stamps.
It really does. Right, Lily, is that board? I still can't have the price.
I know, it's crazy.
We've got to do demo of the show. So, Lily, over there in the blue corner, what have you made? I mean, what haven't you made?
What have you made? Well, you've made a right mess. Let's hope not, eh? So, right, start the show. We started with I keep wanting to call them liftables, but it's left fold alphabet. So created that lovely blue card. And then next up, we went for our everyday hanging ornaments. So we created a proper hanging ornament like the dies have been designed to do. And then we brought in our background rotation stamps to create a shaker card.
Yep.
Then we went back to our fabulous back in stock left fold alphabets to do a Z fold card. And then going to grab it, I'm coming back, don't worry. We created, honestly, I promise. We created our freestanding ornament card. And then finally, the one we have just created is this little box using our fabulous background rotation stamps.
So let's give them again so we can give some numbers. So
Right, we're going for number
one on that one there first.
We are going for number 2 for your everyday hanging ornaments. Number 3 is your background rotation stamps shaker card. Woo! Number 4 was your left fold. Number 5. And finally, your box for number 6. Get your votes in.
Get your votes in.
Get them in.
Get them in. You've got a few minutes of that, guys, because we've also got to do a demo of the day between Andrew, Michelle and Lily. Lynn Harvey on Facebook. All Lily's demos have been fantastic this evening. I know they really have. That wonderful rotating stamp. Let me just remind you again, that incredible price. Remember, you are paying for 1 stamp. That's all you're paying for. You're getting 3 extra stamps. And when I say that, I don't mean you're paying for 1 stamp and you get 3 stamps. You're getting 3 your different stamps absolutely free. The same concept, but all incredibly different and detailed. The rustic botanicals, these ones you're getting for free. You're getting the butterfly wishes, the butterfly roses, and the Meadow Wreath. £12.99, $14.95. That is just a 75% saving. Wow. What an incredible deal. Talking of incredible deals, where you are, we're just giving it away. It's the Crafter's Companion 12x12 paper pad collection. You're paying for 2, you're getting the 3rd absolutely free. The Masquerade Ball, you are getting Positive Thoughts, let me bring it in there for you, and you're also getting the Farmhouse as well from Nature's Garden. When it comes to paper, we really have looked out with our wonderful designer in the office who designed some incredible papers. £27.98, $32 for 90 cents. You're getting here 98 sheets of art. You really are. All made possible by our wonderful design team here at Crafter's Companion. We are so fortunate to have some of these amazing team members working for us. And this is pads of paper that we sell day in, day out, hundreds of them each week. We're giving you 1 for free. That is just incredible. At £27.98, $32.90, you're paying for 2 of them. You're getting this one. And this one is the chunkier one. It's got the most sheets of paper in there, absolutely free. And if that wasn't enough, you're also getting your Club Inspired discount on top of that. I just don't get it sometimes. At £22.38, $26.32, you are getting 98 sheets of paper. Remember, you've only got till Sunday to get this good deal, and at the minute it's flying off the shelves, but please don't sit on it. Right. We had some more pictures come in. Let's have a look at Alison's, what she sent in with those wonderful hanging ornaments. Oh, I love that with the hearts there. A bit of inking, yes.
Stunning. Love
That
it.
is perfect. Love that. Alison, sorry to say, not Anne. Hilda's been in touch with this wonderful edge sentiment.
Oh, that is beautiful. Our everyday edgeables, just gorgeous. I love the glitter on there.
Yeah, absolutely
beautiful.
love that. Number 4, Hilda has come in with the wonderful stamp set here that we absolutely love. Again, a great collection here. The Hilda, that is absolutely stunning. And yeah, what that running the stamp set there? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sassy and classy is indeed. And then you've got as well here from Hilda the Happy Birthday, beautiful, wonderful collection that you absolutely love. I mean, that wonderful edgeable. Again, that's a wonderful collection. Again, a wonderful one there. Then also, now I love Visible Image. I really do. And Jane, this is just stunning. Again, I just love it. I just love it. That is there with the Visible Image, which you absolutely love and adore. Again, a great collection. So much love for Visible Image. When they came last time, everything just sold out. It really did today. I just love it indeed. Right. Janice has said, I Love these stamps on the platform. They work together. I think I'm going to have to get them. Again, a great collection for you. So, demo of the show was very tough, but it was number 5. There it is for you. The ornament with butterflies and flowers. And I went over and went 4, no 5, and I'm trying to do it in silence. So number 5 is your winner there. So let me get you demos of the days, guys. Now this is going to be tough. So Andrew kicked us off this morning with Craft Chat and Create and Wake Up Call with this on the wonderful ornate panels.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is lovely. So that's number 1. So colourful.
Oh, I'm a bit scared now.
I know. Number 2 was Michelle.
Oh, I love the Bell Countryside.
It's perfect.
Love it.
And number 3 was Lily's. So, what are you going for? You're going for number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Or a game of dominoes.
Who knows? They are. Boom, boom, boom. Andrew, Michelle, or Lily, who will win? Right, we've got a few minutes on that. Lily, have you got time to give us one more little sneaky peek of wonderful show? Or what do you want me to do next? I've just lost you in my ear, Georgie. So what would you like to do next, my lovely?
We're going to have a little...
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're going to have a little look at the background rotation stamps. So, I just want to go through all the designs that you're getting within your collection. I want to inspire you with a few samples that the very, very talented design team have put together for you, because there is so much you can do with these. Just mixing up your inks, mixing up your different cardstocks. So, first of all, if we have a little look at the Butterfly Wishes. So this is a fabulous stamp, and it's the same sort of format in all of the sets. So you're getting your main wreath stamp, and then you're getting your sentiment stamp that goes in the centre. And don't forget, of course, you can be mixing and matching your different sentiments between the sets, but using different shades of purple, so it doesn't have to be completely different colours. You can just use different shades of ink pads. How about using your second and third generations? So if you only have perhaps 1 or 2 ink pads, you could be stamping your first turn in your first generation, then turning it second generation for your second turn, and so on. And that can give you lots of different effects onto there. So that's your beautiful Butterfly Wishes. And then we had a look at this on the demo we've just done, our lovely Meadow Wreath. Again, we've got our stamp and the sentiment included as well too. Yeah. But what about bringing in some really nice funky colours, bringing in some of your metallic pattern papers, and just completely different sentiments. So you don't have to use the sentiments within this collection. You can use what you've got in your stash. You could be adding dies into the centre as well. But to create a fabulous stepper card as well. It's not just about your sort of tent fold or side fold card. You can be doing your different concept cards as well. And then we're going to be bringing in our butterfly roses. So this is what we looked at in our first demo. And don't forget, you can actually be snipping into your butterflies as well to create your own embellishments. But how about going again for lovely vibrant colours, bringing in the Spring Fever pattern papers that we've got on today's show, a lovely big juicy bow onto there, and again using your sentiment into the centre to create a fabulous easel card, just something a little bit different, really uplifting and cheerful onto there. And finally we've got the Rustic Botanicals, which is a slightly more sort of solid design, could be perhaps more modern if you prefer it to be. And again, we've got this sentiment into the centre of our wreath. You can be using them separately, you can be using them together, but using that background rotation sort of system, stamp once and then you turn it 4 times to build up that design using your 4 different colours of ink. And of course, don't forget, you've got the instructions on the back, so really easy to work with, as I hope we've shown you on today's show.
Absolutely, and that brilliant price. As loads you just saying, you need these stamps. At that price there, that is incredible. You're getting 3 stamps for the price of 1. 4 stamps for the price of 1. Guys, incredible. I tell you what else is incredible, this wonderful hero tool, where the hero tool comes along and the strength to carry on. You need the hero tool, a stamping platform with stamping card. At £24.99, $29.99, you're getting the stamping card free. You've seen Lily tonight how essential the stamping platform is, especially if you've purchased our rotating stamps. At that price, you may as well treat yourself to this, because you're going to get the rotating stamps. You're going to need your stamp platform. We're not just telling you this, it will change your life. Like Lily said, an experienced crafter, never had it before. I don't need the stamping platform, I don't need it. Got it, changed your life, really did. And we're giving you that stamping card for free, 60 sheets, 300 GSM for you today. That is your hero tool, £24.99, $29.99. Right. And your platinum price, sorry, on that as well, $19.99, $23.99. Guys, what a day. What a day. Do you know what would make my day even better, Lily?
Oh, go on.
If
Some
you won-
Battenberg.
Battenberg every day. But if you won demo of the show.
It would make
demo of
my
the
day a lot better.
Well,
but, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lily's only going to one demo of the day. Yes, with that wonderful card. That is just beautiful, that wonderful card. We're going for demo of the week. Right, let's put a butterfly takeover over there. Right. This has been an incredible day. Shall we do it all again tomorrow? All right then. It's going to be a brilliant day tomorrow back here on Crafters TV. I'm going to be back with you in the morning here at 10 a.m, 5 a.m. over on the East Coast, 2 a.m. Pacific time with the wonderful Corinne for Wake Up Call and Craft Chat and Create. Then 2 p.m. here in the UK, 9 a.m. over on the East Coast, 6 a.m. Pacific time, launch day with Leanne. I'm very excited to be working with Leanne. A little bit nervous, but I'm very excited. And then, Lily, you're going to join me again tomorrow night from 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific for
Go Loud!
It's going to be great, so we will see you tomorrow, my
Can't
lovely. Thank you for a wonderful day. Thank you guys for being with me all day. I'm going to be back with you all day tomorrow, and then I promise on Friday we'll get Ben back. All right, I'll stay with you tomorrow though. In the meantime, check out your basket. I'll see you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow morning here. I'll see you then. Good night. Take care, everybody.